Yeah, I'm a little late today. I went into Bolt's Live, but good morning. I said hi to the cows this morning. I actually remembered to do that. Good morning, Wax Snacks. How are you? I normally go live like 30 minutes ago, but I ended up in Bolt's Live, so it is what it is. Figured I wouldn't break the routine and go live for a little bit. I'm on my way to go get coffee, but I don't know what time the coffee place opens. Hey, Bolt. Just for the record, I don't take back nor apologize for anything that I've said in the last week towards fucking anybody, because if you push me to that point to be like that, then that's all on you, dude. It was a matter of time. I'm done sitting back and being respectful towards people. I need coffee, and I'm only gonna buy the coffee I'm buying because of the cup. I want the cup with the paint on it. The cup with the paint on it. It's supposed to storm for the next 5 fucking days, dude, and I am not that happy at all. It's gonna be hot and stormy, and I want to go swimming. Hello, good morning. Thanks for coming in. How are you? You know, I've been to Lowe's, I've been to Menards, but I've never been to Home Depot. I think I'm actually going to go to Home Depot today. I need to go to Best Buy and take this thing back. But I had it up, ready to grab it before, when I walked out the door. I put it up yesterday, now I can't find it. I think the cat stole it. Cat likes to play with everything because he's a loser. So 7 Brew has this fucking panda drink. It's a panda mocha fucking some fucking shit or another. I'm gonna go try it. Yeah, I probably won't even be live that long on here. I just didn't want to break my routine in the morning. Dude, it's so dark. The sky looks crazy. I was gonna go to Walmart, but I can't remember what I need to go to Walmart for. I'm trying to kill time because I want to go over there, but I want to not have to wait hours before the other stores that I want to go to, because supposedly Spencer's is closing, and I don't know if that's true or not. So it's one of the places I'm gonna stop today. Like I told the one, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of Stitch shit. A whole bunch of stuff. So I normally don't do this, but there's 2 people for you mods to block on point. Well, 3. Rosebud, but I doubt if she comes in here. August, all of his accounts are to be blocked. I'm done dealing with him. Till he can run his mouth all he fucking wants until he shows up at my door and stops hiding behind the internet. That it is one. And Dana J. Them are the 3 people that need to be blocked on point the minute you see their names come across. The sun is killing my eyeballs. So I got my live taken down. Like, one of my accounts is on like a warning to be like snatched because of all the reports that I've had on it, because people like to report. But I said the manly les word that starts with the D fucking snatched it right off the bat. And I called a certain somebody that. And yeah, it was crazy. I laughed. Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious. I'm done being nice. Like, I'm starting to treat other motherfuckers like how they treat me. I'm done with trying to respect folks. It's I'm done. I'm just fucking done. I'm over it. Now I don't even know what time the coffee fucking place opens, man. Do they open at 6 or 7? I need a coffee before I start my day. But I can't remember what time they open. Dun, 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 dun. Bold, did you forget you made me a mod in your Discord? But you're probably going to end up taking that back now, but oh well, I don't care. I'm to the point I do not give a fuck anymore. Hello, garbage guy. Goodbye, garbage guy. The coffee shop. I need coffee. Dude, I need to Google what time the coffee place opens, but I don't want to. Let's go see. Excuse me. The fuck? I don't know why that box ain't been thrown away yet. Should have been thrown away a long time ago. I think it's empty. Fuck. Damn, I gotta go to the courthouse. Should I go to the courthouse? I'll just fucking do it on Monday. It'll be easier. It'll be easier to go to the court. So, I've talked to the chief of police where I live at about that certain situation with that certain somebody that keeps, wanting to start some problems. So, they're guiding me in a way. So, the police station and I are working together to try to get this chick committed. I think that's the right word I'm looking for. To get her off the streets. So, and with her going to jail and her doing what she's doing and the paperwork and harassing everybody else, I see it coming. I see it coming. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be ecstatic. Oh, I'm gonna be ecstatic. What time does the coffee shop close? Or open? Quit picking your butt in public, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Is the coffee... the coffee place is open! I think. Yeah. Yay me! Now I won't be such an asshole today. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't decided on how I want to address people. Shut up, Chevy. Just shut up. Just shut up, Chevs. Just shut up. Just be quiet. Just keep your thoughts to yourself, woman. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. That's all I got to say about that. Mods have control for a hot minute. I gotta go order my coffee. Oh my goodness. So, get this shit. Okay, so I'm at Seven Brew, and they're having this like panda like thing all for the month of June. And if you buy a large drink, which their larges is like gigantic here. So if you buy a large drink, you get a free plastic cup with your drink, and that one has a panda on it. Well, like, I come here so much that, like, I had 3 free drinks. I used one the other day, and I just used my other one. And I got the cup with the panda on it, so I didn't have to spend no money today at all whatsoever. That's just more money to spend when I go over to wherever the fuck I decide to go today, I guess. I gotta make sure I'm with cold foam and chocolate. They have this blue raspberry kiwi white chocolate drink. Like, are we serious? Then there's a coconut white chocolate. Oh, that's okay. So yeah, that's I hate fucking coconut and white chocolate, but whatever. That's why that drink tasted so funky the other day when I had it. But oh well. But they had a fuck, what was the name of that one drink? Hold on, it's about to come back in a minute. It was just weird. It was coconut and fucking something else. It was just, oh my god, it was crazy. Tiki Tango Mango. The fuck? Strawberry banana. Hold on, I'm trying to see this other, like, it's weird. There's the blue raspberry kiwi white chocolate, and then there's another one that's like weird. Blue raspberry kiwi white chocolate. That's one. Come on, hurry up and change. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Blue raspberry kiwi white chocolate. Okay, there must be one with coconut and white chocolate. Thank you. So, we just scored the large drink for free. Up with the panda on it. So, fuck yeah, let's go. Now, I think I'm gonna go and get me a bacon. I hate fucking bacon, but I hate sausage even fucking more. A quick little bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's to put something on my stomach so I don't get fucking sick, because I don't want to take Zofran. So, because all I had to eat yesterday was a chicken sandwich, I think, something like that, and that's all I ate yesterday. So, eat this, try not to unalive or get sick. Cheese and sensation, buy one, get one. Are you bitches closing too? But I couldn't hear what anybody said when I brought up is Spencer's closing, because my daughter-in-law told me that Spencer's is closing, and I was like, I was just fucking there. So now, like, when I go over here to this town to go to Home Depot, I'm gonna have to go by Spencer's and see if it's true. If it is, I'm buying a whole bunch of Stitch stuff. Yep, the one, a whole bunch of Stitch stuff. What you gonna do? Excuse me. Look at me having manners. Not trying to run over the truck dude. Going on mute. So nothing like going to McDonald's and they have the world, so you can get a cup and they have Grimace, and I like Grimace. And so I ordered the World Cup milk. I'm to, try to get the cup to get Grimace. So, and that's only the sausage McMuffin or the sausage biscuit. So that'll go to the refrigerator, because I won't eat it. And then I'll eat my sandwich that I got for me. And then I'm going to go take a shower again, because it's so humid outside. It's fucking disgusting. I'm about to lose my shit.
$17.50.
Fuck yeah.
20.
So yeah, it's so sticky this morning already.
$2.50. Have a good day.
You too. So it's crazy. Like, we can sit there and tip our baristas that work at like 7 Brew and all that, but we don't tip the people at McDonald's. Thank you. I guess people have attitudes this morning. Let's see if we get the Grimace cup. Did I pull that out? What the fuck? No fucking way. Oh, because I pulled... Hold the fuck up a second. Nuh-uh. I didn't know there was a hidden fucking compartment there. That's wild. I had no fucking idea. Wait till I tell the husband. Oh. Motherfucker. They're pretty sturdy though. We're gonna go over here, eat this stupid ass fucking biscuit fucking sandwich, and then go home and get ready for my days. Dunham's closed. I'm surprised fucking the pet store is still open. You guys suck ass at making your fucking biscuit or your hash brown. That motherfucker is not crispy at all. Oops. That's disgusting. Do you fucking people not even... Oh my god. Lord, it's too early to deal with fucking stupidity. That's not even gonna work today. I just might as well suck it the fuck up. It's gonna be a Zofran type of day. Damn, this motherfucker does not know how to drive? I'm over here driving and they took the fucking sign right out the... I bet you they're fucking closing too, since they're doing a buy one get one like that, and they took almost all their signs down. Fucking dumb. This fucking town can't have shit. $60% off. Yeah, I'm surprised you're even still open. Fuck you following me for? You ain't gonna like the consequence of fucking following me, I'll tell you that now. I just found a fucking hidden compartment in my fucking van that I did not know was there. Which is fucking crazy. Had no idea. Only thing I know is, like, I pulled the cup holder out kind of far, and it came out farther than what I thought, and then I got to feeling around. Like, it's a fucking hidden compartment. Crazy. Fucking crazy, I tell you. Cedar blocks. Excuse the fuck out of me. Have y'all noticed, like, in the years, how much bigger, like, crows have gotten? Like, them things are fucking huge. So, I guess, since everybody wants to make accusations about how big that they think that I am, I think it's time to actually post a super recent picture. Like, because y'all are fucking dumb. And then you're gonna, like, oh my god. Yeah, so, you know, you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have weight around the stomach, especially when you've had kids, but some so-called RNs would never fucking know. Because they're just too fucking stupid and have no idea how that type of shit works. But anywho, yeah, it is what it is. I don't fucking care. I get more dick than you. Oh well. So funny though, you know, you sit there and you get fed up with the fucking shit and how you're treated and what's said to you. You say shit back and then people want to cry about it. You're not gonna sit there and try to quote unquote police my response when you're the one who instigated the response. But yet all you fuckers want to do is come at me about my weight. Talk about, oh, it's so whatever you say about my weight's not fucking original, so just fucking stop. You're stupid as fuck and you think my weight bothers me. The only thing that bothers me is the fact I've lost so much fucking weight that I have fucking the excess skin now that we're working on. But it's just so how stereotypical you guys are and everything else. But yet if somebody says something about you, you cry and whine and turn it into something it's not. Fucking, I don't give a fuck anymore. What y'all give to me, I'm giving back. For now on, I don't give a fuck how you take it. I don't give a fuck how hard you cry. I don't even give a fuck if you take the own breath out of your lungs anymore. It is what the fuck it is. Fuck you, everything about you. If you condone kids being talked about no matter how old they are and shit, I'll put it to you this way. If any of you think what August has said about me and my children and shit, especially the kids, I don't care if you fuck with me, but fucking with my kids, go fuck yourself. Go jump off of a fucking cliff. That's how I feel about that. When you condone that shit, here's the thing. There was a question that I've seen numerous times on Facebook, TikTok, all that. And it was a question asked, would you take a life for your kids? If you don't have the nerve to take a life for your children, you're not a parent. You're a piece of shit. I will not only take a life for my children, but any other fucking kid out there. You harm a kid in front of me, I will take your life. It's plain and fucking simple. That's what a real parent does. No matter how old my children are, I will always defend my children. Take it how the fuck you want it. I do not give a fuck. I don't care. Quit trying to police people's responses that you force them to respond that way. And then you want to cry about it. And what I said in the disc, I said what the fuck I said. I knew who the fuck I was talking to. Fuck you, fuck off. You want to come at me? Fucking come at me. My address has been fucking posted. Come to the fucking house. Let's go. And that whole, well, I have no, good grief, I have nobody to answer to because I have a 1099. Bitch, in the medical field, no matter what, you always have somebody to answer to. You just don't willy-nilly, oh, I have my license, I can do what I want. It's not how that works. Everything that I've said I'm going to do, I have done. And then some. And will continue to do. I don't care. off a long time to replace that damn porch. Jesus. Hi. Hello. Girl. I'm mad at you, Misha. You ruined my whole day the other day when you was angry. I said something in the comments you couldn't even address, and then I was trying to make you laugh, and you're like, oh no. Skip you, Misha.
Why are you mad at me for, Chevy?
Because that day that day you was going off a couple days ago, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
you really are short, aren't you? And you didn't even see my comment nor responded, and I was mad.
No, I didn't. I didn't see your comment. I was that irate. I was irate. It takes a lot to get me there, but once I'm there, ain't no stopping. So.
I was like, man, this is gonna go one or two ways. I'm just gonna fucking figure this one out. I don't care. I want to try to make her laugh, but then, like, yeah. Oh my god, though, fucking that one dude. I don't know who is his name. Julio.
Julio, yeah.
But that dude had me rolling. My ribs hurt so I had to leave the live because my ribs hurt so bad. I walked out, I had tears down my face. My husband's like, what's wrong with you? I said, man, my ribs hurt so... He sounds just like Cat Williams.
I keep telling him we need to get the show on the road, and I said, I want my 10%. And he said, I'll give you 20. I said, okay, well, we're going to have to make this shit happen.
When he starts going and his voice gets, man, you would think if you wasn't looking at the phone, you would think that would be Cat Williams, because his voice gets the same octave as what his does.
And all he has to do is just tell a story. And he doesn't really have to, like, try to be funny. Like, he doesn't have to, he's just himself.
So we just park out in the middle of the road now and it's okay? How am I going to back into my driveway or even pull out of my driveway with you being... I'll just hit you. I'll take the truck and I'll just hit you. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it to the van, man, because the van's fiberglass. That's a fucking 2020. Nope, ain't doing the truck, though, man. I backed into a Chrysler 300 or whatever the fuck. Busted the window out, or the headlight out. Called the cops on my own self, right? They ended up with all the tickets and shit. I didn't get nothing because they parked it legally.
Yeah, but Julio, most of the time I gotta be on mute because I'll be sitting there laughing so hard. I gotta be on mute. I can't not be on mute. And Julio and Rio tag teaming?
Oh my gosh.
No. And there's no controlling them. Like, there's no, like, stopping them once they get started. There's no stopping them. None. Nobody can. So.
He had me laughing so fucking hard. Oh my god, my ribs. I was like, damn. And then, like, my husband came in too. He was like, are you listening to Cat Williams? Because I didn't pay the Netflix bill yet, because I hate I want peace and quiet, dude. Like, I don't... He's like, how are you listening to Cat Williams? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, and I showed him the TikTok. He was like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, yeah, dude. He started... Yeah.
Yeah, them two together. And then if you add my fiance, Ben.
Oh my gosh, I could only imagine.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, I just gotta let him go and let him say whatever, because I don't even know what to say.
But the thing is, though, people cannot get angry for other people's reaction when you push them to that fucking point to have them to react like that. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Just like everybody's getting pissed off at me because of how I'm reacting to certain people. Don't push me to that point. You can fuck with me all day long, talk about my weight like you're going to tell me something I ain't heard fucking before about my weight. leave my kids the fuck alone. No matter how old my kids will ever be, I will go to jail for my kids and I don't care.
Right. That's a touchy subject, children.
Exactly. And I'm the type of person that if you sit there, you ever seen that video of them people asking the parents that if they would ever unalive somebody for their kids, and they were like, "No, bitch, I would.
Yeah.
My kids and somebody else's." If you don't have that mentality as a parent, you're not a real parent. I don't care what you say.
Wait, what happened? What I miss?
August has been talking about my kids in the Discord and shit.
Girl, I just left somebody's live and it was talking about my child. You know what? Honestly, and I know I'm not gonna be able to change your mind, right? But I want to say this. It took me it took me a little minute to like kind of realize that people will use what's closest to you to try to attack you, like and to try to get a rise out of you, right? So like even in this last live that I was in, like he kept calling my child a dyke and stuff like that. Like, I've had conversations with those people in the past. So like he's new on the app, but he's listening to whatever they're saying about, me and my family and stuff like that. And it's okay. It's perfectly fine. But one thing about it is my daughter is present. She's alive. She's here. She's fed. She has a roof over her head. Like, she's with me, like she's good. So regardless of what somebody's saying, right, to like get a rise out of me when it comes to her, if anything, I'm gonna argue just because I feel like arguing.
Right.
But I'm not going to allow them to really get under my skin anymore like I did in the past, because I really had to sit back and evaluate myself. Like, bruh, why am I and I'm gonna keep it a band, because August had said, that I had abused my child and shit like that. And I let that shit like really fuck with me. Like, it really pissed me off. Like, I doxed him and everything. Like, he was doing too much. But now where I'm at now, like, people are jealous because they don't have kids. People are
Exactly.
jealous because they're in the community and they don't have that, and they probably never will. And it might just be, I'm pretty sure he, outside of TikTok, he might make a great father and stuff. So maybe he's jealous maybe of people with children. He knows the only way that he can really hurt someone when it comes to a conversation is, discussing their children. But, and this is no shade to August, I don't have an issue with either one of y'all, but I wanted to say this to you because I feel like, parent to parent, like, stop letting that shit bother you.
Right.
Cause people gon' people.
Right, exactly. My kids, and the thing though is like my oldest is 20. I got a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, and an 18-year-old. They're all out on their own. My son is a store manager and shit. Like, he runs
Period.
this whole, and he's been there since he was like 20 years old. My daughter fucking makes way more than I do at the age of fucking 18 years. She's been making banks since she was
Good
like,
morning, Apple.
good morning, Apple Me. Good morning, Green. Like my kids, and then my oldest daughter, fucking dude, she makes bonuses of like $3,000 to $4,000 a fucking month doing what she does.
Let me say, right, period. Because we want our kids to do way better than us in life, right? Like, one thing about my daughter is gonna get the honor roll every semester. Like, I always get the honor rolls sent home with her, like, the little award and stuff, the certificate, stuff like that. I'm so proud of her.
Right,
Like, I be having to think of those moments when people really try to clown me on my parenting or my living situation or what it is, like, because ultimately at the end of the day, these people don't know what it's like to walk in our shoes with these kids that we raise.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just using that against us because, it's the easiest thing to go to because a parent is naturally going to get pissed off. But I really had to like really do some deep diving, and it wasn't because I was tired of arguing and anything like that. I was tired of the feeling of how it made me feel when people would talk about my child. But now I'm in a place where I'm like, you know what? You can say whatever the fuck you want to say because I know I did good by my child. I know my child is taken care of and good. You know what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you want to say. To me, I look at it like a pointless read.
dude. I'm sick. Like, I'm glad I'm losing weight, but the fucking I can't stand how my fucking skin looks.
Hey, KB. You can't say how you what? Oh, are you talking about because like is it loose?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, on the brightest side, your health is going to improve, and then at some point in time, if you're like putting the money aside, stuff like that, like you could get corrective surgery for that, right? Couldn't you? I don't know.
Yeah, my insurance. I got really good insurance, so my insurance would pay for it and shit.
Okay, period.
Like I'm happy. I'm
Oh my God, where's Tony? I know he's awake right now. Hey, Apple.
I'm like
Apple, are you mad at me?
I'm like
No.
42,000.
I mean, you were throwing shade, but no, I'm not mad at
I
you.
definitely threw shade. That's why I asked if you were mad at me.
No, I'm not mad. I don't even have a problem with the one. Like, I guess she's mad. I made her feel some sort of way. Like, I don't know.
Can I
I'm
tell
just
you
feeling.
what the problem was for real? And like if and I'm not even gonna speak for her. I'm gonna just speak for myself, right? So and we can have a conversation like adults. So in that moment, it really in that moment because what Florida Kid was doing was like very predatory. It came across as if like you were platforming the wrong type of like energy, like, and then like we had literally sat there and we were discussing everything that he literally said in text messages what he was going to do, and then got on a panel and was gaslighting everybody like he didn't do it after he verbally said it in a message and everybody read it. And so I think that's more so what the issue was, because if he's going to be predatory like that and then you're giving him space to speak after he already literally said that it was him, it was like, what the fuck does he really need to speak for? Like it came off as a little shady. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand. When I was in the live, I seen him get dropped a couple of times,
Mm-hmm.
and I had messaged him, and then I had left the live because I was at work. I said, if you want me to go live so that you can do your thing, like let me know. And it was like 20, 30 minutes later, he had messaged me, or he had messaged me right after, but I didn't see it for a few minutes, and said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, will you go live? And so I went live.
I get it. I get it. I understand. Hopefully you
I
guys
understand.
I like you, and hopefully you guys figure that out.
Yeah, and I like to win. And when I got questioned about this whole situation by people who were trying to make it messy, I said I'm not going to talk shit on Dewan. Like, if she's upset and that's what it is, but you're not going to get me up here talking shit about Dewan. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Period. I really just genuinely think y'all had a moment, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the moment that I see that y'all both are completely past that.
For sure.
Because since I've been on this side of TikTok, I met I believe I met you into one space.
Hmm.
And since I've been there, like it's just been too consistent, and I would hate to see that fall apart behind something so
Yeah, totally.
ignorant.
And you saying that I was trying to do it for clout, I didn't gain anything.
The
I was,
reason
and
why, but the reason
I,
why I said that, the reason why I said that was because the way it looked. So like, we dropped because he was getting dropped. I didn't drop him. I actually wanted to ask questions, but he was pissing her off and stuff like that. And like he was being predatory towards her. So it was personal for her. So,
mhm.
but in that moment, because he kept getting dropped and he couldn't speak because he couldn't speak and he wanted to speak. And then you're like, okay, well, for how it looked was like, okay, well, come to my live.
Well, and also like I'm nosy. I wanted to hear the story. On top of
I get
that,
it.
somebody had reached out to me. It was Envy, who had reached out to me before I knew anything about anything happening, and asked me if I could figure out who's doing this to Dewan. And I said, yeah, that I would, because yeah, she's a single woman living on her own. Like, yeah, it is dangerous. And
That was
so
crazy.
I was asked to look into the situation. So when I came into the live, it was asking like, can
Hmm.
somebody send me the information on this account? Because I have my little ways of finding things out, just
Right.
like anybody else. I'm nosy, just like everybody else in this
Period.
space.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, yeah, I can see how I did. I can see how it would upset Joanna, and I apologize that I made her feel that way. Not that I apologize that I made her feel that way, not that she feels that way. So the sincerity between the difference, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I get it. And from the outside looking in, I have, I had mixed opinions on the whole situation. Now, what I did say, I didn't know you and Envy had conversations on the back end. I didn't really know like the extent of which you and him were talking about. So in that moment, for me, if I said it looked like it was just like a clout kind of moment, like that's why, because it was like we were just here, and then she was just here as well, and then boom. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
but I've
it's
never had an issue with you. I don't dislike you, and
I have zero issues with you, Q.
right, and I just hope
You
y'all
know that
get
I like
past
you.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Like you, girl,
I'm
because
not even mad about the shit that she said
I've been
about
locked
me.
in with you for like since I came over here on the side. Like, so
Hmm.
I don't like this.
It's been quite a few months. I'm not even mad about the shit that she said about me, like calling me names and whatever. Like, I'm not even. She's upset and like she's valid. Her feelings are
Girl,
valid.
I've
So
pissed
like,
her off before, girl. She cussed my ass out before.
but yeah, no, like I'll reach out and when she's ready to talk to me,
She'll
like I'm more
definitely.
than willing.
I really genuinely feel like she will be receptive, and whether she is or she isn't, like I fuck with you, and I understand what the situation is now. So, I can't apologize for what I said in that moment because I was only speaking based on the knowledge that I had then. But knowing what I know now, you know, I wish it never happened. That's what I will say.
Yeah, yeah. And something I wish that I would have handled differently was how she approached me on the panel. She approached me in a way that was sort of aggressive, and I met that energy, and that probably wasn't appropriate because I'm not that type of person normally.
Yeah, I completely get that. Respectfully, like, yeah, I get it. It's your panel. Again, I just think because of the nature of the situation, like she had literally had been
Yeah,
in a
she was
panel with it.
valid.
Yeah,
She was
she
valid
had,
to be upset.
she was in the panel with a guy who, pretty much was, it to me, it sounded like a threat. Like, okay, well, I could just pull up and sit outside. Like, because he did that. And so she was pissed because matter of fact, we don't even we both understand what we're saying, and we just gonna leave it
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and as far as like believing Florida kid, like I take things at face value. And that's with everybody. Like until you give me a reason to not believe you, like I just believe people when they say things, and that's probably like a fault of my own of being like gullible, or whatever. But when I asked him if he did it and he said no, like I believe him. I believed him.
And that's you're right.
But you
I
can't
personally
necessarily say that though, Apple Me, because you sat there and said that I was lying about the DD situation and you believed her over me, which I have no reason to lie. So let's not go there.
Lying about what Dee Dee situation?
About what I said about what DD said when we were in DACA's live, which that was fucking years ago before I even knew you guys.
All I commented on that was exactly what was said, is that you said that she was in love with her. I didn't choose sides or anything like that. In fact, at that very point in time that all came out, Dee Dee was still on the hate train of I was the rotten apple. So I wasn't taking anybody's side. Only thing I commented on was exactly what you said. I can't speak on anything that I either wasn't there for or I don't know.
Because like DD did make that statement and I have no reason to lie, and like
I believe you that she made that statement.
like
what was the statement?
about her being mad that I'm straight, that she wanted to be with me and shit.
Okay, well I don't know. I don't know if I believe. I I'm just gonna leave it at
I
this.
have
Like,
no reason to lie whatsoever.
okay, well I just don't want to put myself in a position here. Um,
No,
like
respect. I get it.
I don't care if she said that or not, or if you said whatever. I like you, Chevy. I know that you and August are going through something, and when you come up in a conversation, only thing I have to say about you is that I like you, and I have nothing against you.
Cool.
The spaces that we're in, everybody constantly is trying to catch somebody and like talking shit about somebody, and I'm really not that type of person to just sit around talking shit about people. I mean, Q, you and I've had countless
Yeah,
conversations.
I know that to be factual. Like I've always had a respect for you. So yeah, that's why, I'm glad you came up and we were able to have this conversation because I don't like what happened the other day.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not even avoiding to one space, but I did go in there the other day and got blocked. So I'm trying to not get blocked by all of her spaces. So I've just been not going in there, and I'm not trying to piss her off any further until we have like a conversation because I'm not really. I don't want to. I'm like preaching preaching to Belle and Bex lately about not having these fucking conversations in front of people that can influence it in a negative way.
Right.
And so like I'm not gonna get on a panel and talk about Dewan or 2 to 1 about things that are gonna be have people like trying to like throw jabs or twist things or make us fight
Exactly, because
further.
that's exactly what they'll do. They will try to build a narrative and make a story out of it.
Yeah, it's actually really annoying that it's happening like so much right now.
Yeah.
Not to
I gotta go
change
and
the
go ahead.
I appreciate you, Apple.
not
I
to
appreciate
change
you
the
too.
subject, but I
Mwah.
just found an empty compartment, like a hidden compartment in my fucking van that I didn't know that was there.
What'd you find in it? Was it some money?
Nothing, but it's the whole fact. I thought it was just a cup holder, and it's not. There's like you pull it out more, and there's more. I'm like, what the fuck? I never knew that was there.
Are you
A
talking about
Chevy.
right behind the center console? Like
Yeah,
behind
it's
it?
like yeah, in
Yeah,
my
no.
Pacifica. Yeah, if you
Mm-hmm.
like, I thought
Oh,
it
you
was
got a
just a cup
Pacifica?
holder. Yeah, I got a 2023 Pacifica Chrysler
I
Pacifica.
stole one of those a long time ago.
You what?
Yeah, I have
I mean, somebody stole one of those a long time ago, and
I
then
was
I
just,
had
I, I was just checking to see if I heard that word
somebody stole one of
correctly.
those a long time ago, and I just happened to drive it.
They're nice,
I
dude.
had
Hi,
two of
Cascade. Good
them for
morning.
a minute.
Did you? I don't like the van slash SUV look. It just annoys me. Like
It was for work.
I get it.
Yeah. They have when you don't have the seats in them, they hold a lot of shit in the back.
Fuck yeah, dude. Mine goes down in the floorboard, and so I do vending events, okay?
Okay,
And
period.
packing everything up in the truck was getting difficult, especially if I'm by myself because I'm only like 5'6". So, and my truck has a lift on it.
Ew.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
So
No, I'm
like,
talking about Cascade being here, but I'm sorry. Go
oh, I was like, what? So like,
ahead.
if there's something in the bed of the truck with it being high with the lift on it, I can't reach it because I'm too short. So I'm like, fuck this. We need a vehicle. That in my truck is a 2000 with 385,000 miles on it. So I'm waiting for the engine to blow, and I would rather it be blow at home because I already have an engine to put into it. I'm not going to put an engine in something when the old engine is still good. I'm waiting for the head to blow, the block to
You
fucking.
waiting for everything to just be catastrophic before you
Fuck
put that new
yeah,
engine in.
dude. I got
I get it.
everything waiting to put into this. The motherfucker just won't. Yeah, I'm over it.
I get
So
it. I get it.
dude, we got a like within minutes and fucking because even though we paid cash for it, they still had to approve. They still did a credit that shit like that. So like
Wait, why the hell
fucking
would they have to? What
I
the
don't
hell is this? Oh, it's a
man.
tomato bug.
Illinois is so fucked up right now. It ain't even fucking
Yeah, because
funny.
if you paying cash, what the fuck they gotta do a fucking a credit report
Yeah.
for? I gotta work on my mouth. I cuss too much.
So do
Um,
I.
I set
Morning,
up
baby.
my morning. I set up my tattoo appointment last night. I'm so excited. I'll be traveling to
Period.
Arizona to get it done, but the artist is amazing.
Oh shit.
Nice. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
I am gonna get him to do my Medusa
Okay.
and
Oh snap.
work on my little witchy arm and try and just make it a whole half sleeve.
You know what's crazy? Is the entire time you were talking, like it's no shit, I was like, witch bitch. In my head, I'm just like, this is a witchy bitch. Like,
Yeah, and then if because he only books for like half days or full days,
okay.
so depending on what he gets done, I might see if he wants to do my throat.
Oh, you going
Hey,
all out.
Yeah,
hey, KB.
look, KB is single.
What? Hold
Period.
on. What? No.
Yeah,
No.
Wait, since when?
for
Right.
like 3 weeks now.
No.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even know you were in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
She's been
I
in
had a
one,
partner.
or they,
Yeah, for like 2 years.
yeah, they've
Mm.
been together for a hot minute.
She's
You
my
said,
she's actually the first person I ever fell in love with.
so are you guys gonna try to work it out, or?
No, because how the fuck you gonna go finish your leg sleeve and not plan a trip out here?
Oh, Okay, I understand.
And then not,
Well, wait.
and then,
So you said why? How is she gonna get a leg sleeve rather than come see you?
yeah. So she bought an RV, and so she's a supervisor at a sawmill,
Okay.
and so she had bought an RV, a
I'm sorry. This shit is
little.
so loud. Let me mute. I'm listening.
Okay. You're good. Bought an RV until she had planned to move out here to Colorado, right? But she's in school, so she couldn't move out here yet because her work is putting her through school for associate's degree in business, and which is fine and dandy. But she was just like, "Hey, with everything not people not buying lumber and shit like that, they're cutting my hours, so I'm kind of freaking out, and I don't have any more vacation time till the beginning of January." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." But you're going and finishing your leg sleeve now, and I hadn't seen you since August of last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So okay. So I was almost on her train until you said you haven't seen her since August of last year.
and it would be no problem for me to go down to Georgia again, right, and see her, but she has a lot less responsibilities than I do up
I got
here.
it. I got it. So
Plus,
would you have been able to maybe help her come see you?
no, yeah, I could have. She just never made the effort. Look, I was going to move back to Georgia for her. Literally,
Wow.
had a job offer from an agency in Georgia last year.
So I didn't. Why didn't
Had
you
put
take
in
it
my
with?
2 weeks notice,
Oh wow.
And what did she do?
and she never found us a place to go. So my ass canceled my 2 weeks notice.
Oh
Can't
wow.
blame you there, dude. You can't move someplace. Fucking yeah, that's not.
I
Well,
was willing
I'm
to take a
happy.
pay cut.
I'm happy that you're realizing now rather than 5, 6 years down the line. Because if she's not going to prioritize you, then it's not worth it's not worth it.
Yeah, well, we also have like when I say this is the first person I ever fell in love with, uh, we fell in love when we were 21.
Mm.
So I'm 37 now.
Oh my God!
See,
Stop
I
it.
don't even believe. Like, I don't. I no. There. No. You. No. Fuck no. No. Stop lying. I need to see identification, ma'am.
No, for real, because it don't give it. I thought you was a baby. I thought I was talking to a baby, and you
I
older
got
than
an
me.
18-year-old.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What
we did have
already?
this conversation. You know I be
Yeah.
drinking. You know I be drinking,
Yeah.
girl.
That motherfucker, do you know it is so hard arguing with a 6'4" version of myself? Literally. This motherfucker hugs me and can put his head on top of my head.
Oh,
He was like 13, or I don't know their pronouns. My bad. Um, they were 13 when I first started coming around you. That is fucking wild.
y'all have been up here for a while.
It was probably it was before it's been 2 years, Chevy, since
But
I remember meeting you from DACA's space.
I was
Because it was
around, but that was
yeah.
before like I like got involved and shit with all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I used to a lot of people will say they recognize me from when me and Beans used to go to live together.
Right. Do you still talk
'Cause-
to Chris?
no,
Neither do I. I say hi to him and all that, and they don't acknowledge me or nothing. So
People be so weird,
I
bro.
don't talk to Chris. I don't talk to them at all more. But I'll be going
it's.
to down where they're at for this tattoo.
Are you gonna
You
go
know, I
see
went
him?
down and helped them whenever they had their knee surgery. Hell no.
So you guys,
They
y'all
moved
fell
weird,
out?
so I stopped. Yeah, well, they
Oh,
just started moving weird. And that's all
I
I'm going to say on it. They
see.
just started moving weird. So people move
Right.
weird. I fall back.
Are they people from this app or?
Yeah, they're people from this app.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of weird
Um,
moving up
I
here.
managed, I managed to, so I had on Facebook. I was in this Facebook group, and I ended up joining this Facebook group chat through the messenger or whatever for like alternative people and all this other shit, right? I ended up pissing off the owner because we got into a discussion about transgender people. And they were like, well, you shouldn't even want to talk to me if this is how I believe. I said, okay, say less, block.
You know, I can never understand. You know how many times I've gotten into like debates on like trans debates and stuff like that. I don't particularly agree with everything, but I don't like hate trans people. Like I just think a lot of times our perspectives on things may be different, and I think it's important for us to like unpack that rather than to beat each other up. Now, don't get me wrong, because if a trans
Oh
pissed me
no,
off,
we had a good conversation, a good dialogue
okay,
back and forth for it. But they were just like, just thought non-binary people just didn't exist. And I was like, what are you talking? And like, I brought facts, I brought articles, sources with the articles, all that stuff. And they just wanted to argue with me about it. And I'm like, I can't teach you empathy.
true,
So, I mean, this person doesn't owe you an explanation for how they live their life or why they live their life, and I'm not going to continue to debate a person's existence with you. And if you're just going to continue to be willfully ignorant, there's no reason for us to further this conversation.
But if they try to
understood.
sit there and say non-binary people doesn't exist, then how can you sit there and say trans people exist?
Yeah, that was the point though. And this was a cis heterosexual guy. So,
Oh,
but also I also am very, so the shit I say on the app when I talk about like my anti-racism and shit like that, I mean in person too.
period.
Me and my cousin went and hung out with a group of her little friends on the Front Range this past Sunday, and this white motherfucker used the N-word, and I told him if he used the N-word again, I was going to dot him in his throat.
Period.
And he did. And so I tried, and he moved out the way and acted surprised when I tried to punch him in his fucking throat.
Girl, I've been waiting for the day. I've been waiting for the day. Somebody racist, you know, a male, a man at least, because I'm not going to put my hands on a woman. But I've been waiting for the day a racist white man says some crazy shit to me, because as y'all have seen, I don't have an issue with going to jail. And
I just don't
I'm definitely
understand
going to go to
why.
jail that day.
I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, and then he wanted to equate like the shit I talked about, because we talked about political shit and beliefs, and he wanted to equate it to me being feisty, and I was like, no, no. My cousin just kind of like gasped and was like, "Oh my God, Kristen." I'm like, "Well, you should know."
Don't say
The
your real
fuck?
name up here.
Oh, KB, my bad. Well, if they try to look me up, they're not going to be able to find it because technically I still have my married name, and no one knows my ex-wife's last name.
Period. I don't even care anymore about people knowing anything about. Listen, after my mugshots were put up here with my actual full name up here, I was just like, you know what? There's nothing anyone can ever do to stop me from crashing out. You can't scare me about doxing me. That's already happened.
Well, I work for the police, so I know the law. So, like, I mean, people can try and threaten to dox me or say nothing. My supervisor knows the shit, the circles I run around on TikTok. That's why I don't ever come up on my main page anymore.
People
I had just asked August. I had Chevy. Were you there when I had asked August what I had asked him?
this morning,
Yes.
I couldn't really hear you.
So what I asked, and again I repeat, clearly I ain't no scary bitch. Me and August has already been into it. However, we are not into it right now, and I just
Right,
don't have the energy for extra beef.
right.
So I am putting this disclaimer out there, August. I don't have an issue with you. I'm just speaking facts based upon what we spoke about. Like, but anyway, so yeah, I had asked him, I was like, well, you know, you work in healthcare, and not only are you, it's not like you're a CNA or, you know, just like a tech or something like that. Like you have a license, you're an RN. I asked, I said, so do you not fear one day, HR, whatever company you're working for, finds out how you speak to people on this app? Because there is a code of ethics when it comes to working in nursing.
Oh,
And if you cross that code of ethics, they will terminate you. Because if anything happens to their patients and then that comes out and they knew about it, that would be a problem in a lot. But he said he has an I-99 or whatever. He says
it
he
doesn't
is
matter.
HR, and
It
I'm just
doesn't
like, well,
matter. It
go ahead,
doesn't
boo.
matter if you have a 1099
It
or
doesn't. It
or
doesn't.
all a 1099 is you do your own fucking taxes.
No, what?
That's it.
I mean, yeah. Technically he's just like contracting, right?
Yeah, but
Right.
just because you
Apple
have
You
said
still
they're
have you
back. I
still have
don't
to
know if
answer to
she's in
people.
the request or not.
Oh, hey, come
um,
back up, boo.
just because you have a 1099 does not mean that you don't have somebody above you to answer to.
At all. That it definitely doesn't mean
Well,
that.
so funny story is so like if you've seen some of my videos on my main page, right, where I've been posting a lot of information on dispatchers and like mental health and like toxic work environments and shit like that.
Well, so
Um,
usually I just see like random posts. You do pop up on my For You page sometimes, and
but
I believe I always like or try to
yeah,
comment.
well, my main page, I mostly aim it towards like dispatch mental health, the culture within the center itself, because it's super fucking toxic, and that's across the country. Well, one of them is getting a little traction. It's like 12,000 views,
Okay,
and
period.
it's about toxic supervisors and like the signs of a toxic supervisor, like micromanaging, degrading, demeaning, stuff like that, favoritism, just
Mm-hmm.
shit you see in the regular workplace also.
Narcissism.
Um, yeah. So, but I got pulled in the office the other day because of it. And my director said that I came across her For You page and her knee jerk reaction was she got offended. And I was like, okay, why did you get offended? Does it say where I work anywhere? Does it have our company name on there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me talking about my personal experience in my video? She was like, no.
Perfect
I was
wording.
like, yeah. Yeah,
What?
I was like, all of my information that you're gonna come across on my TikTok page, my main TikTok page, boss, is gonna be generalized and it's gonna be able to be backed by evidence.
Wouldn't that be that
Period.
like hit dog holler stuff?
Do what?
I said, wouldn't that go under the lines of the hit dogs
Hit dog
holler?
call. Yeah, that's exactly what
That
it
thing.
was. It was a hit dog hollering. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
She
it
was
my
setting
center.
herself up for a lawsuit. Is what she was gonna do.
Well, and she was like, well, I just don't want you to get in trouble. I said, how can I get in trouble? All my stuff is backed by evidence and articles. I'm not making any personal digs. I'm not. And I said, I feel like I'm pretty transparent when it comes to I'm upset about something. I have no problem voicing my opinions here. Or am I wrong? And my other supervisor that was in the room with us laughed. And I was like, I mean, am I wrong? Because I have a big ass mouth.
KB,
And
I have to see you. I have to see you because I don't think I've ever seen you like on a debate panel or anything like that, and I'm just intrigued. I need to see this.
She can,
me
or
and
there's
I usually, yeah, Nays. I debate on Nays panel all the time,
Wait,
and
were we
our
in?
topics are usually,
Did you come up in Aqua's panel when I was there one day?
yeah. We
Okay,
had a
okay,
conversation
okay,
about trans people,
okay. Period. Because I was like, hold
but
on,
yeah.
because
So, because like
yeah,
I'm super left
hey KB,
when it
what's your
comes to my
pronoun?
personal views.
you said you're
My
super
pronouns,
left.
Yeah.
yeah. She, her.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to, disrespect you in any way or whatever.
Morning, Cascade. Yeah, no. Yeah. I usually debate men don't deserve respect on Nays panel,
Okay,
and it's
period.
just talking about patriarchy and stuff like that.
Hey Chevy, hey
Good
KB.
morning, Cascade.
Good
Don't forget your
morning.
heart meet in the live. I go into your live, I send the heart meet and say hi, and you don't even. You don't say hi, you don't say fuck you, you don't say nothing to me, and it breaks my poor little
Wait a minute. Why would I say fuck
heart.
you? Wait a minute. Hold on.
You're breaking organs that don't exist, damn it. Not really,
Wow.
but still.
I got you. I always come in here and send a little love when I swing by.
But I think you was going off about something too when I came in the other day, so
What was I going off about?
I don't remember.
Child. Ain't no telling.
Shit anymore, like, man. And I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. I don't take back, regret, have any remorse for anything that I've said in the last 2 weeks. Y'all's pushed me to that point. It is what it is.
Oh, I don't know anything about that, so I'll keep remaining oblivious. Um oh, I used to speak back to Chevy. Chevy, you come in and out real fast. But yeah, happy Pride Month.
Period.
Happy
Happy Pride Month.
Oh fuck, it
Pride.
is June, ain't it? Happy Pride Month.
I
Wow.
don't never
Chevy
know when
girl.
Pride Month is.
Yeah.
I just always be hearing people talk about it. I've never really focused in too much deep on it.
I
I don't
mean,
even know
Happy
what the
piss off all
days
the straight
are.
I don't.
people.
I wouldn't argue that it's a focus of mine, but I think that when you're in the community, you do have and you start working with the community. I mean, it just becomes a part of your daily bread, you know. So
Yeah, I can understand that for you. Definitely. I just don't be knowing when. The only reason I know when Pride Month comes around is because somebody mentions it. Like,
hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I live in
I
Florida,
made
so
it
we gonna know it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I made a video for Pride Month and relating it to dispatch also. I
Period.
try. So I know I work within a very red system, right? Majority of the people I fucking work with are fucking either MAGA supporters or Republicans because they're fucking dumbasses. And plus, they're cops mostly. And they
Mm,
just are dumb. But, so I always try and find little ways to make jabs.
period. Ruffles. Why not ruffle feathers?
Yeah, because every so often I have to make a repost a video and say, just a reminder, fuck ICE,
Okay.
ACAB,
Period.
all this other stuff. Just because this is what my job is, does not. These are my personal beliefs. Just FYI,
Period.
don't think
Yeah.
you can come over here and be like, oh, back the blue. No.
Yeah. Well, KB, we have the don't say gay bill, and so
Yep.
while working with these organizations, one of the biggest hurdles has been passing bills for the youth that don't include that word, but still making sure it encompasses what they need. And so, um, it make you want to cuss. And so when people ask why are you so passionate, I'm like, do you know I live in Florida? Like, what do we do? Like, what? Why wouldn't you
Yeah.
be passionate living in Florida? Like, it's just like I don't. I'm not in the position to where I can ignore it, and I refuse to. I'm surrounded by youth. I work with the youth, and so it's not. I feel like that's a luxury, and it's not a luxury that I want to have because I mean, how can you be so ignorant of everything that's going on, especially here?
Uh, I agree with that, and I say that, and I equate that back to because I'm white. I am in the position where I could sit there and ignore someone if they said a racial slur, right? But I'm not going to. I don't want that privilege, so I'm going to use my voice and
Yeah,
cuss them the fuck out.
You're really the only type of white that I like because if I like for instance, I have a best friend, her name is Ashley or whatever. She's actually been on my live one time before and some people from here met her when I was naive and stupid and allowed that to happen. But anyway, she's a white girl and I just couldn't see myself being friends with someone who doesn't use their privilege to speak out on, things that need to be spoken on, like the importance of the fact that Black Lives Matter too, like
hmm
or just anything when it comes to just if you're gonna be white, use your privilege the right way.
yeah. Well, the only reason that All Lives Matter was even created was to combat Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
racist.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
no one never said that all lives didn't matter. It's just
We're
that the
just
reason
saying
that
ours matters too.
yeah, well, and
Uh,
the only reason it came about was because of the surplus of black individuals who have lost their lives, and there was no justice.
Exactly.
So we had to make some type of statement because
Exactly.
let's be clear, black people have to be extra loud for white people to pay attention. Because if not, y'all be looking at us like we fucking stupid. You already think that any goddamn way.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Morning, Prague.
Hmm.
Do y'all know who Tyler Childers is?
yes,
Have you seen his video that he did explaining why Black Lives Matter?
no, I haven't, but I'll definitely check it out. I am
Look it
familiar with
up.
him.
I fucking love him. He's one that video is one of the reasons I listen to him. Now, I like his music, but it made me like him, want to support him so much more because this boy is from Appalachia, the mountains in Appalachia, like the hollers, coal mining towns, and he gets it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like I mean, people like that, I feel like, draw people who already kind of like and understand it in because, I mean, what they say kind of resonates with you, right? And so, I talk about my state representative every time I can because I love her, Angie Nixon. Everybody, if you don't know Angie Nixon, please follow Angie Nixon. Another person who I am frequently listen to is Hope. I love Hope. Um, like people that are just aligned with what is going on in the current climate. A lot of people are out here dog whistling, trying to speak for their base, but when you really come upon these people who are really like connected with their community and they're literally speaking for the people who are, kind of scared to speak up for themselves, that's what I champion behind. Because it's like you aren't just speaking for you; you're speaking for the people who, who can't speak up for themselves.
There's a lease that's supposed to go up this year, and my mom has said it so much, and I wish I could remember, but for one of the ICE detention centers in Aurora, and literally there's a petition or something for signatures to get it shut down.
Yeah.
Anywhere me and Mama go, we mention it,
Yeah. I mean, people.
and I don't give a fuck who I'm talking to.
You don't know this, KB, but people have deemed me to be a civil rights activist. I mean, I'll take whatever title you give me. And I don't claim any of them because I don't think it needs a title. I should be able to fight for the things that directly affect me without there even being a title. And so when people hear me talk so passionate about these issues, I've heard people say things like, oh, you think you're better than everybody, or you're a hypocrite, stuff like that. It's just like, no, I'm just I'm in Florida and I'm fighting for the other people who also in Florida who are, living and being this way. And so it just kind of it is kind of frustrating when, we speak about these issues and the labels come, civil rights or you're this and you're that. And it's just like I'm just speaking up for the shit that's
How
directly
I
affecting me,
how is it
I
you
don't
being a hypocrite or whatever when you're trying to make not only your life better but other people's better as well? Because I can't stand fucking people
Yeah.
and
Well,
fucking
I
stupid
was
ass mentalities like that.
someone may hear me slip and say a slur offline, and so because some certain people in my real life do follow me on here, and like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have the luxury of like saying, oh, this is only I don't have that luxury. Like when you are public, when you make yourself public, like that's what it is, and so it does come with a certain territory. And so, when I see these people who know me in real life, they're like, "Did I hear you say?" I'm like, "You damn sure did hear me say it." And what you finna do? Like I'm
Nobody's perfect. Don't,
like,
uh,
like I
right.
said earlier, I don't think you were in here. Don't push people to that fucking point to where shit like that. Like, ain't nobody fucking perfect. Like, don't. Oh
I
my
was
god,
talking
like,
to somebody last night. I was talking to this guy last night, and we were talking about our kids and stuff like that. And I showed him a picture of my son, and my son's giving stank face. And he said, "Oh, he looks sassy." I said, "What do you mean by sassy?
Mm,
Explain it to me." I
right.
said, "He's just a moody teenager." Hey, RF. And he was, oh yeah, like Yeah, that's what I meant. I was like, yeah, well, usually, especially straight guys, will call another man sassy as derogatory as like they're calling them feminine
Right.
or
That's exactly what he was
gay.
doing. That's
Yeah,
exactly what he was
exactly.
doing.
And so he was like, oh yeah, well, if I were to do that, I would just say that. I was like, as an insult, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, why?
Oh,
Explain it to me. I just don't understand that. And I was, I know why, but I was just trying to make him reflect a little bit on it. And he was like, I don't know. It's just what guys do. I said, no, 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 that's not what guys just do.
mm-hmm.
Why would you make someone's sexuality seem like some kind of negative?
Exactly.
And he was like, oh, I don't. I was like, yeah, yeah. Think about that. Think about how your words have power because you have two small boys.
That's the same shit BGB tries to fucking pull, and I go off on him every fucking time. That shit pisses me off so bad.
Well, she's a dunce, Chevy girl. So you already
I
know.
can't.
You
I
already know what
can't
that's gonna
help
be
it
though.
though, man. I
Like that
can't
nigga, that
help
nigga
it.
is stuck on rewind. Like he's been saying the same stuff since I met him. And so when I come in contact with people like that, you just have to remind yourself it's not worth it because he ain't gonna change his mind because his mind can't move.
I have
That
a
man used
question.
to come up.
I have a question, guys. And
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to shift the narrative just a little bit. Um, does EXO Ganja ever get on panels or anything?
Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
my panel
Ganja
all the
does.
time. Why? What's up?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay, so
sometimes.
I feel like EXO might be upset about something that happened the other day. They addressed me in someone else's live. Actually, it was Bold's. But has seen me several times since, and are you okay?
Do you want to address it or?
I mean,
He also usually works nights, so it
if they would
just
like to
depends.
address it, I mean, I'm more than happy to have a cordial conversation. It doesn't have to be shady or whatever. But I can tell they felt a certain type of way, and you could address me on the panel. I'm actually easy to talk to if you take the time.
Oh, Ganja to the panel. Oh, Ganja to the panel. Good morning, by the way, oh, Ganja.
Cascade, you're a mod.
Oh my God. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, America. Thank you, God. Thank you,
I am
ancestors.
fucking weak.
Hold on. Wait, let me give my acceptance speech. Thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors, for bringing this kind, gentle, magnanimous soul to this motherfucking earth. I just want to thank everybody who voted for me because I deserve to be voted for. A vote for me is actually a vote for style, fashion, creativity, whimsical, innovation, eccentricity, electricity, all of the things. It gives signature, poise, definition, difference, oddly weird, even the odds. Okay. Thank you so much for voting for me, and I will be the best moderator I can be. I don't abuse my mod powers usually. So let's just stick to that. Thank you.
Usually is in parentheses.
Right.
Oh,
Perhaps.
Lord.
You almost made me regret that for a hot second.
Why? Listen, I had to give an acceptance speech.
Oh
Now, Q,
shit.
Why were you rolling your eyes at my beautiful enacted
Child,
speech?
you are annoying.
And I
Well,
should have known you was gonna do that, so I
why?
don't even know why. Like it, yeah.
Why are you letting me annoy you, Q? Don't let it happen. Don't let it do it. Okay, don't.
No, okay, so me saying "Chow, you are annoying" and laughing, that's actually almost like kind of a compliment.
Thank
Okay,
you.
cause I laugh, cause bitch, I'm a bitch.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that you were a bitch. So
Oh, can
thank you for the
be.
information. The more you know, and that's a thing.
If it was an
Hmm.
external USB port hub thingy, where would you be? Because I have to return this one so I can get another one like the other one I bought. And
In
I
your
just
car.
had it. I just put it up. I can't
In your
find it.
car. In your car under the seat. Ganja's here. Ganja, Q wanted to have a conversation with you about something that happened in Mr. Should I be shady? No. Bo's life. I had to fight it. Q is really hard.
I can't.
Really, it's
I'm
really.
proud of. Look, I'm proud of us.
Give myself a pat on the back, child, because I was about to say walrus, and then I
I
didn't.
cannot.
Yeah.
And then you still said it.
I
See,
still
right,
said it.
right. When I was in my head, I was like, okay, period. Like, child. But no, I don't think EXO wants to talk to me, and that's okay. I just, I didn't want them to feel like I was purposely hosting a live for their significant other to be bashed. It's, to be completely honest, EXO, I don't know you. I only ever see you in
They're not
the.
together.
Oh, well, I don't know what the situation is. If I
Yeah, that's
misspoke, exactly, because I don't know. So when I allowed Haifa on my panel, I specifically told her if I hear anything racist towards me, anybody on the panel, or just anybody black at all, if I heard anything racist, I was gonna drop her. That was my disclaimer to her. She didn't really I didn't feel like she said anything racist. Actually, she was defending. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. She was defending like somewhat being like black color, whatever 25% she got is, whatever. So it wasn't to be offensive towards you. If it offended you that I platformed her, I'm more than welcome to, listen to whatever you have to say, but I don't feel like I owed you any type of like decency in that situation. I don't know you. I was just trying to hear what she had to say. I didn't know the situation. But anyway, that's that.
bam. Well, Ganji, if you have some time, you can come up. If not, then I mean, gotta keep moving along, right? Tap the screen, share the live, y'all. Let's get Chevy Girl to 10K likes. If you haven't already, please go ahead and repost the live. I already did mine. Repost the live, add it to your story, do all the fancy things, share the live to at least 5 friends, and tell them to get their ass over here. Okay? Well, don't say that, but you get what I'm saying.
Period. Good morning, Rio. Welcome back, Rio.
Rio, I was
Rio, you
just
must
here
be
the
working
last
overnight.
minute.
Troublemaker's here.
Did you call Rio a troublemaker?
Yeah.
Rio is so innocent. Stop.
Hello, Rio. Rio the rampaging. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. That's what that reminded me of. Green Hearts, right? Rio's signature wrestling move should be Rio's Russian roulette. Pow!
Oh my gosh. Yo. I didn't realize how short Misha really was until she was on the screen the other day. And I told her that
wait
this
a minute.
morning.
Not too much on my Misha now. Wait a minute.
I told her that this morning because I made the comment about that when she was going off the other day to try to make her laugh to get her to calm down, because she's pregnant and shit. And she didn't see it. So I told her today and she started laughing at me. She's like, I told you I wasn't lying.
Right.
I love Misha.
I love Misha too. Okay, if you guys want to work that out, I'll go on mute. I don't need to. If you guys need me to mediate, just let me know.
All right. Good morning, by the way. So, my issue is that Haifa is an evil, vile person who says disgusting things about people. But I do apologize for trying to tell you what to do. It is your platform. You can do whatever you want, and I had no right to say that. So I do apologize for that.
Can we get a hand clap, Chevy Girl? Wow, that was great. Hand clap, Chevy Girl. Hand clap.
And I respect that, and I understand the situation. Might have been a
Morning,
little.
Caspian.
I understand the situation was deeper for you, and I get it. And honestly speaking, I'm against a lot of things, and maybe I could have been a little bit more empathetic with the situation because I do see you, coming in and out. So I'll, my I could have shut her up. I didn't have to allow her to continue on with the nonsense. I don't even like her like that for real. So I'm sorry that affected you.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
say that.
just, and then she's in my DMs yesterday trying to say that I stalk and harass her and
I
stuff
seen
like
her.
that.
I seen her do that yesterday, and
So,
I
and
think
I
it
don't
was
even
it
talk
was
to
fine
her.
for her.
So she's trying to slander my name and say that I'm stalking her and shit like that. And I'm not gonna let that happen.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't even talk to her.
I know I know Haifa's an ignorant bitch, so I get it.
I'm glad we could work this out, and I do apologize if you felt like I was trying to tell you what to do with your own platform.
And I will not allow that topic to be on my panel anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Cascade the diplomat here to allegedly solve all your problems. We'll get as close to a solution as
I
possible.
cannot.
If not, we will try to reach a middle ground if there is a middle ground in sight. Sometimes there's no solution, and that's fine. But for this situation, we have reached an olive branch, if you will. Okay? W resolution in the chat. W resolution in the chat, everybody. Thank you.
Yes. Very peaceful conversation. I love it.
Now let's wrap up some other shit. I'm just kidding. Listen.
I'm weak.
You fucked up by telling me about them sound effects now.
Now we gotta resolve some more shit, but not really, because that ain't how it works. Look, that ain't how it works.
It's like, hold on, wait a minute. There's noises I can play with.
Yeah, I do wanna buy me a soundboard. I just haven't did it yet. It's gonna happen though. Hey Queen, how are you? It's gonna
I would
happen though.
annoy the shit out of my husband, and if I had one, because with me being ADHD, dude, fucking
Child, I got
is
something I want to tell Queen so bad, but I just can't.
tell
Now what?
them.
Now Q. Now
Don't hold it
Q.
back.
Q. Now why would you do that?
Oh, hi, Jelani. Good
I,
morning.
I think
Hey Jelani.
I hit the bowl, so I'm a little elevated, and I just thought about something. It was just a little funny to me, but keep it to myself.
I mean, you already put it out there, so I mean, why are we
That's
doing
what I'm
cliffhangers?
saying.
Why are we doing cliffhangers?
Because I thought about it, and I was like, nah, I shouldn't do that.
Q, what did you say? I didn't hear you. You said what was funny?
I just wanted to tell you that I actually like you. Like, hey, girl.
You're a goddamn lie. You're a damn lie. That is not what you were gonna say. What was you gonna
That's
say? Give me
exactly what I was gonna
you
say.
a lie.
That's
I don't
exactly what I
believe you. I don't believe
I
you.
swear, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think you're pretty dope, girl. Period. Like,
Is this a
I
messy
mean,
form of
we had a
is
little
this
rocky start or whatever, but I subscribe.
is this a messy
mhm.
version of edging? Is that what you're trying to do to us right now?
That's what it is. Cause like I have something to tell you, but I'm not. And it's like that is not what you was gonna say,
Has
Mister.
it been a month yet? Or whatever, how many months you said yet?
For what?
Yes, Chevy. I am. You. I'll show you, Chevy, because you on my neck. Jesus Christ. Hold on.
You can just send it to me in the back end. You don't gotta bust it
No,
out
why
right
would you say that?
Well, you know what? Yeah, Q can't hear because I can't hear what he was going to tell me.
now.
Yeah, you're
You know
right.
what? That was a setup.
Yeah, you know what, Sherry? I should say it on the back end since Q wants to keep secrets.
I
No, she was
told
asking me about
you.
custom clarity products. She wanted me that I'm working on some stuff, and I'll tell y'all. And every time she see me, she's like, "Is it ready yet? Are you going to tell us what else she was working on?"
Well,
How many
look,
times
I'm
do
Yes,
you
not.
think I'll bring up
Listen, I'm
Cascade
not
to
quite
bed?
up out my recession yet, but I promise you, next tax time, I'm gonna get one of them books.
If
period.
you want one, hold on. If you want one now, I'll order you one. It's not a big deal.
Period, Chevy.
You
No,
don't
you
have
don't
Go
to.
you
You
don't
don't
have
have
to
to
ahead.
have my
wait.
wait.
address. I have to give you a PO
No, she
box.
can send you the money. You can buy it yourself.
Okay, period. I would do that. Y'all know I'm
Just make
honest.
sure you send me proof that you ordered it, though.
Yeah.
Of course, a whole receipt.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sit there
Period.
and make you fucking wait a whole. No, fuck that shit, dude.
As
I
soon
mean, I'm
as
just
my
saying. I mean, I'm with this, and you're white, of course.
um,
Hi
as soon as my
guys.
Wait,
new
and you're white
hold
as
on. As soon as my new
Hi.
debit card comes in, I want to buy a couple of books for one of those contests again,
Yes.
Queen, because that was really fun.
Thank you.
The
Yes. And
villain
sometimes
speech was
deductive
very
be
fun.
it's not no stuffed animal at Applebee.
Hello
You
you
can come.
guys.
You can come because you said
How
some
you guys
false
doing?
allegations, and I don't appreciate it. But you can come back if you want to.
I would so totally buy a fucking cuss and clarity stuffed animal. Okay, especially if it were
Fuck
like a
yeah, I want the
squishmallow.
fucking frog. The frog is cute. I like the fucking frog. Okay, I would buy the frog.
Listen, it's some stuff in the works. Y'all are so listen. What the stuff that I got in the works, but what I have coming up soon that I'll tell y'all about. It's
Girl.
not a stuffed animal, but I
You
am thinking about it. I just don't know. I got to be able to execute the
I gotta
plan.
Thank
do
Carter,
one. I
David.
gotta
Thank
do one for
Carter. The
bold.
anticipation's
I got
fucking.
Jelani
I
Anika.
gotta do one for bold because he's been getting me fucked up lately, talking about my job. I'm about to, he really got me fucked up. But I like Queen.
Hey,
What
She's one
he
of my
but
Queens.
wait,
favorites.
but wait, what
She's
he
one of my
say about your
favorites.
job
Queen, one of
though?
my favorites. I got some shit to say to her
Period.
about Sarah later.
Period.
Wait, hold up,
That,
hold up,
Oh
hold
my
up. You're
god, really? Why
Jelani,
his
you're
that's
dog?
acting
deflecting.
like Q. No, he's acting like you, Q,
Jelani, you're
because that's what you were
deflecting.
doing.
What did Bo say about your job?
Wait, no, Jelani, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Because he came up here and he was
I'll tell
like,
you
You
later.
know what? I
this
feel
is
like I'm being
funny.
mass.
Well,
I feel like I'm
he said
being mass
he really
gaslit.
likes your job this time. He likes you
I feel like
for
I'm
his new
being
job.
mass gaslit, like by multiple people at one time.
That sounds like an orgy.
You know what?
Who said
You
the
know
fucking
what,
logic,
Q?
Rio? Shut the fuck up.
After that comment, I'll pay for half of your cussing clarity book.
Ooh, and she white, and she white. Oh hell
I mean,
yeah!
I'm just
Pay for
saying.
that.
I just said literally like 10, 15 minutes ago, if you're going to use your white privilege, you got to use it the right way. Like, period.
Motherfucker, that shit don't even get me out of trouble. What you talking about?
Contribute to my therapy shit. That book probably will help me for real.
No, I'm just playing. I'll do it.
I'm just saying, because I like to cuss.
Fuck yeah, I wrote into it the day I fucking got that motherfucker.
And it's girl. Yeah.
Period. Yeah, but no, I do have some new stuff coming. So I'll tell y'all this weekend. I promise, Chevy.
Okay, fine. I won't call you
I'm
white
mad at
anymore.
how,
You
first of all, Queen, I'm mad
Jesus,
at
you
how
running with buffalo
you
ass
said you was going
nigga.
to unblock me that day and didn't even unblock me.
I did. I couldn't find you on a motherfucking block list, and I don't have you blocked on none of them other pages because you was in
Nah,
there
I got you
before.
blocked. I'm going to have to go
But
look. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Ain't no way I
because
got you
you
blocked.
was in there before, and you're not on my moderator block list. So
There
I
is
was like,
no way I got
Oh
you
my
blocked.
god, you guys want to hear what the AI summary is saying? A heated debate is unfolding between two people with accusations of gaslighting.
accusations. Hey yo. But I do have something to tell you guys
I'm a
though. I'll
victim.
just tell you later.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
But I like you though, bro. I like you. You cool.
Can we all just get along and love each
So what
other?
I said is I wanted to tell her something and, I just changed my mind. And then when she came up, I told her exactly what I was thinking. Like, girl, I
Exactly. I
like
do too.
you.
Me too. I like
I
all
don't
you guys.
really
You
think
guys are
that's
all.
what it was, though. But I
Exactly.
believe
I
It
you.
is.
agree.
It
Well,
is. It
I like
is.
some of you. Some of you, you know where you can go.
Jelani, I think you're low-key homophobic a little bit.
Probably. Well, you want me to lie? Shit, I've been doing a lot of unpacking. So,
I get it. I respect that. That's beautiful. Period.
shit, I think people used to say a lot. of terrible things back in the
You
day.
know what's crazy?
I'm
What's
like,
crazy? What's
I'll take,
crazy?
I think you're a little homophobic rather than, Jelani, you're homophobic and you hate trans people. I'm just like, wow, I don't even really be paying attention to most people, but all right, I hate them now. All right, yeah.
Good morning, Prince. Prince is on that account? I ain't
Oh,
seen
what's
that
up,
account in a
Prince?
hot. Spiffy's here. Hi, Spiffy. Spiffy, what you mean by who ain't got a job? Explain what you mean by that.
I just got cleared for the.
We meant gym.
You heard how I read it.
Just, yes, that's it. It's the gym. We can go to the gym now.
Your level of awareness is amazing.
Hi, Joy. Okay,
Joyella.
Hey,
Joy,
Joy.
are my kids ugly and fat?
What?
Wait,
Because I
what?
know,
No.
Why
look,
the
I know
hell
this
would
Hold
you
bitch.
ask
on.
I
somebody
Wait a
know,
that?
minute.
I know this
What the
bitch is
fuck?
watching from the outside. But Joy, are my kids ugly and fat? Because there was a comment that was said about my kids being fat and ugly, and they're not. And I'm not even as fat as what people try to make me out to be. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I would never
Girl,
call
my
you
daughter was
fat.
called my daughter
Yeah.
was called a dyke tonight.
Oh wow.
What?
Who the
Did she
fuck
be beat?
said that?
Oh, it was one of Travis, Isaiah, and them friends. One of them.
Okay. Now, what the fuck would you up there trying to argue with Dollar Bill? Wasn't she drinking? She sounded, it was just,
She
she always
was
sound like that.
listen, she was toe up.
What was the
So
issue though? What's she mad about?
so I get a message saying that Dollar Bill was talking about me. Girl, why go over there? And it's Chaos having a conversation with Dollar Bill about me. And so Chaos is the reason why I'm into it with any of them because girl, what was the point in that? Like, why would you go over there having a conversation with them about me, bitch? Me and you ain't even
Oh,
friends.
you? Right.
Me and Chaos ain't friends. We just cordial. We speak because she come up on the panel, and half of the time we don't even speak when she on the panel at the ones. Like it never
Well,
gave we was fucking with each other like that. So why are you curious about what I got going on with these people?
well,
And so now I'm into it with some of them because I come over there trying to see what's going on, and bitches trying to act like all of a sudden I'm just like I'm on some stalking shit. Like, bitch, I don't come until I'm addressed. What are we talking about? But it's cool. Spoke about my daughter, all that stuff. We both took it to hell. I don't really care.
would it
Like, my
make you
daughter is
feel?
beautiful.
Would it make you feel
So,
better if you knew she wasn't going to remember in 5 to 30 minutes, or does it make it worse?
Chaos?
Yeah, chaos because she's
no,
always
chaos
impulsive.
knows.
It
Chaos,
wasn't Chaos
chaos,
who said
chaos
it.
knows. She
Oh, my
knows what
bad.
she did. Wait, hold on. What you
Yeah.
say?
Telling Jelani it wasn't Chaos who said it, right?
About
It
my
was,
daughter?
yeah.
No. If it was
No.
chaos who said it, yeah,
I'm
no.
about to say.
Chaos didn't say it, but she just
I'm like,
stirred the pot.
damn, she's reckless this month. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, she didn't say that. And I think honestly, even if she did, I don't got motherfucking time. Like, I be
I'm like, even if
evaluating
she
shit
did
these
though,
days
you
before I
know
be
what I'm
talking.
saying? She wouldn't remember.
I think she would, because when it came to the whole situation between her and October and, trying to throw me under the bus, she knew everything the hell she was talking. She be knowing what the fuck she be doing. And I told her, I said, yeah, we had what we had going on. She tried to make it seem like, oh, because October said some nasty shit about my daughter, like I was supposed to be pressed about it. Bitch, I know who my daughter is. It's not no person on planet Earth who's going to say something to me about my child and it pressed me that bad. At the end of the day, I talk shit to October to the same extent that October did me. So, bitch, what are we talking about? I would have took it to hell with me as well. What?
Chaos is an interesting person. She started adding me again after she had a conversation with me over my photos.
What photos, Jelani?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What photos are out there? Apparently. She was very
Just
disrespectful.
giving it out, Jelani, huh?
Not the chaos. But apparently she's seen it. So I'm just like, all right.
Where could she have gotten that from?
Shit. The internet's a vast place.
I
Oh
wonder how it
wow.
ended up in my phone.
Shit,
Is
nigga.
Prince loading for anybody, or is Prince
No,
I'm
I
just
getting
trolling
stuck?
you, Jelani.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
here.
think
I
we
see
have.
him. I do.
Yeah, I'm
I
here.
don't know. I
Hello,
don't know what to
Jelani, you're
Chevy.
believe
stupid, bro.
anymore. I don't know what to believe
Hello,
anymore
Chevy.
because
How are you, Chevy? Good
I'm
to thank you
good.
for
How
having me
are
so
you?
much. You know,
What's up,
just
Prince?
black and proud. Hey, Q. I don't know if anybody knows what today is, but Queen, are you here, Queen? Hello, good morning,
Good
good
morning. I'm
afternoon.
here.
Today is you know what today is, Queen?
Friday, the 5th.
Okay. Today is June 5th,
Correct.
2026. Do
Yes.
we know what happened last year in June 5th, 2026?
Um, no.
You have a
Yes,
year of
thank you, Justin.
sobriety.
It is 1 year sober.
Oh,
One
that's
year.
right, Prince. You better go ahead.
Yes,
Congratulations.
But hold up,
one
I'm
year.
Clap for the head
confused.
Well,
clap.
But hold up,
6 months
hold
of
up.
it,
Oh, never mind.
6 months of it was, I was a little bit sick, but shut up. But it's 1 year sober, everybody. Let's go.
Period.
Congratulations.
June 5th.
Now, what I'm
And the
trying to
reason why I'm
understand,
saying
what I'm trying to understand,
what,
Prince, is
yes.
why not Dollar, Lord have mercy, this bitch. Why Bo was talking about you earlier? I didn't know you and Bo had an issue.
And
Why?
you know what? You know what, Q? I promise you, my bills are paid. I'm healthy and not giving any types of fucks.
Period.
So,
End of
meanwhile,
story. Got
yeah,
it.
anybody that has anything to say to me, they can buy a plane ticket and they can come to Germany and knock on my door and say it to my face. If you can't do that, then whatever. But I wanted to say this because Queen was one of the people, including my family, my fake family. But Queen, I'm always going to be grateful that you, in passing, had mentioned your years of sobriety, and that really helped me prompt me to really, really. I mean, I had other reasons, but that really helped me. And I think I've told you that
Oh,
before.
yes, you
I think I
have.
told you
Thank
that
you.
before. And so I'm just happy to be evolving and that I'm not in the same place
Oh, that's
that I was.
cool.
Good for you.
Yes. Well, that was
Congratulations.
cute.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so
Don
much.
just sent me
You
a
and Q,
unicorn yesterday, and them hoes was mad as fuck. T-Bone almost choked.
thank y'all for the gifts. Q, yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you, and I don't hope you don't think I was just, kind of ignoring that.
No,
I,
no. I felt like you set a boundary, and I just respected it.
yeah,
I'm grown over here.
yeah, I think it's very, very important that, this year is the year of arguing with my equals.
Got
And
it.
I don't find it productive to argue with a grown man who's unemployed, for example. I don't find it
Period.
productive to argue with a man that is, decades older than me. I'm just not doing it anymore.
Decades.
So, yeah, he could talk about me, but I promise you, like I said, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wiser than I was this time last year. Hmm.
Period.
Yep. So, with that said, I hope he stays in his struggle. I hope that
Oh
he continues to
no.
beg for chicken nuggets and things of the sort. So, anybody else? In Cascade, what I wanted to say to you, mister, is you had very valid points earlier in my day. And I know it's probably very early in the morning where you are, but you had very, very valid points in that other live that we both were in. Cascade, hello, good morning, good
Good morning. Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah.
Hmm.
I just left it alone because I mean they're not. To me, it's not being executed as a team, and
Hmm.
there. I just think there's always going to be something there, and so I'm just going to leave it alone. People gonna.
Well, Cascade,
I personally think people are going to keep sabotaging. I personally think people are going to keep with the plans. I personally think that's what people are going to keep doing because they don't have a unified mindset, in my opinion. Excuse me.
well, I agree. And, we've been around. This ain't our first days on the app. And what I love about this little community, we have seen kingdoms what? Rise, and we have seen them fall. We have seen people be friends and people be frenemies. So for me, I'm like, I'm here for the show. I'm here for the show. And as I wrote over there, nobody, no matter who you think you are, even Queen, she's an author now. Nobody is bigger than the program. Nobody. Nobody. And that's what we have to, take comfort in. Nobody is bigger than the program. The show continues. So I'm just here for the entertainment when it comes to that particular, set. Because we've seen it. I was just very surprised, Cascade. You still with me? Hallelujah, amen.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
morning.
I'm still here. I'm multitasking, but
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I got to fill in the silence because
Yeah.
you
Happy
the
Halloween.
Wow,
silence. I start.
wow.
The silence gives you people a chance to really tell on themselves. So I'm in the mood to tell on myself a little bit.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
just really surprised that I'm just I'm just very very intrigued how Siren, for example, really played like she was never a foe of Belle, and how she was going after my strawberry. And what we're never going to have the opportunity to do and get away with it safely is mess with strawberry. That's just not going to happen. And I don't care who heard that or who is not on board with that, but we're just not going to do that. And Sirens, she does that constantly, tries to play people against people. And then she was talking about how Strawberry manipulates. We all manipulate. Hello, good morning. Merry
Good morning.
Cosmos. We all manipulate. We all do it. We all do it. So, yeah, we're not going to be messing too much with Strawberry. At least Sirens is it, in my opinion. Yeah, but you brought up some good points. But as I said to the people in the comments, Apple Me, sometimes you're talking to a brick wall,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, it was apparent, and then Liz was down there caping, because she's so.
I don't know
I don't know why
what
she's
it
so far up his ass, but that's her own business.
what bothers. I don't really know Lynn, so I can't really speak on that much. What really bothers me is Belle doesn't have, and I've stated this to her, and anything that I say here, I've already said to Belle. So anybody that wants to go and carry a bone, please have fun doing so. But she's unable to control her minions. She doesn't know how to yank the chains. She has people, calling, black women all types of crazy names and things like that. Now, I'm not saying that I've been an angel on the app, but I'm just very surprised at what she allows and what she doesn't allow. It's her platform, but I still have the right to say, wow, that's interesting that you're allowing a black man to, berate black women and not even blink. But, every dog has its day in the sun. And yeah, I just think that that's also an interesting element. Now, rest assured, the women that this person was going after, they can definitely protect themselves. It's just that when you say that you don't want the mess, but you got someone who's the executive producer of mess, it doesn't make sense. Do you see what I'm saying, or no?
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's very interesting.
I think that's going to always happen over there. So I mean, we're gonna see this line played over and over and over and over and over again, because I mean, I think the Ducky situation is going to bring about more things. I don't think the
I
Trace.
don't know so much about Ducky. I really don't know so much about Ducky. The times that I have seen him, like I think was it yesterday that he was completely inebriated and he was dropping folks and
He said he only
just
had
doing.
3 beers allegedly.
Yeah, well, it all depends.
I
You drink 3 German beers, you might be out for the night. But
I
okay.
literally only saw him when all that shit blew up with the drama with Sportsman's room. That's the first time I've
Mm.
ever seen him. Other than that, I didn't even know he existed.
Yeah, he
I don't
comes.
know. People
Dr. said
always
he
get
comes
after
from
me.
Sports Mom, so KB, you be correct in that. And then the only reason I think some people know him now is because of he's joined the Red Room, Blue Room.
But here's the thing also that
Oh,
I've
and the him and Tyler Bluntman thing, because they had a debate and then he crashed out and then that happened. So yeah, I forgot that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, Cascade, that was my first introduction when he was hollering Bluntman, and then when he was hollering at Bags.
Yeah, but do you think that I think his character, as far as you know, what I see, I think he's developing right now.
Joy
Or
said,
no, Queen? What do
Joy
you
said
think?
he looked like an egg.
I don't know. I don't know what the people. I don't know what he look, but he seems to, everybody who comes into the fold or within the community, there is a time to which they are put through the gauntlet. And I don't know if that's what Ducky's going through. I don't know, but I think, I don't know. I don't have anything negative to say about his character. I just don't, because I don't have enough experience with him or seeing him. But, yeah. Q, speaking of characters, how is what's her face? D1. Q, hello. Good morning. Are you still with us?
Bueno, ¿cómo estás?
Bien. And two?
Bien, bien. ¿Qué te
Bien.
pasa?
Lo siento. But but how is
Siento. Shut
Lo
up, Chris.
siento. Lo siento.
hmm
No, but how is D1? I saw her, like, I was scrolling through it really fast. Sometimes I just scroll through to get to Black Luxury Talk.
hmm
And she was going off on, they have her on backgrounds now.
Who's they?
The one lady that you always be saying look like Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know her name.
Vicky and
Really?
Sid.
Oh, Sid the Stalker.
Sid.
Yeah, you said that. You said that.
I know, yeah, that's her name though.
Yeah, but I just find that whole storyline is very interesting because
hmm
Vicky, me and Vicky, I guess we have somewhat of a truce, but she was calling me all types of homosexuals, and turns out she's scissoring people now, from what I hear.
Well, Vicky doesn't
I
know
mean,
who
that
Vicky
allegedly,
doesn't know who Vicky
allegedly.
is. Vicky's
Oh, okay.
insecure. She doesn't know who. I mean, look at her track record as far as who she's dated. Vicky doesn't love
Hmm.
herself.
Okay.
I don't respect Vicky. Vicky's a weirdo.
Mm.
Period. She, I don't know.
Chevy, I am so
I
sorry.
feel
I'm
like
so
maybe
sorry,
she found
Chevy.
more of a man in Sid than she
What are you
did.
sorry for? There's no reason
Yeah.
to be
What?
sorry.
Sorry
It's
about
fine.
what?
No, because I don't want to bring drama to. I'm just,
It's
because I
not
don't get
about
to interact
drama.
with
Let's
y'all.
just talk
Okay.
about the facts, though. Like the facts
Mm.
are, Vicky made crazy ass comments about.
You didn't even. You come back on another account.
Oh Lord.
You didn't even do anything.
Yeah, interesting. No, I just want to know because when you see certain people, talking about certain things, my thing is, and I don't have a problem with D1 because I don't want to be on her background because I
Right.
just don't want to be on her background. Um, but it seems as though she was doing a little bit of archaeology, if that makes sense. Hello, good morning. Is it just me?
No, I said I don't think I said it loud enough though.
Yeah, I have nothing
Sorry
against
about that.
D1. I just think there's certain storylines that we as a collective we know them and we have kind of gone through the paces as far as
Right.
those are concerned. So
Yeah,
but
this
people,
this app's been kind of crazy here lately.
it definitely has. And do you think, Chevy, it's become more visceral or no?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Like
Very.
it's oh my gosh. It's been wild.
I don't know.
We're
It's kind
cute.
of unfortunate. But as I said, though, Chevy, what I'm very happy about is that you do see people, an evolution of a lot of people on the app. You
Right.
see people, look at, for example, Queen. You have Cascade. You have a lot of people who have grown, and then you have certain people who have just stayed in the same place, and that's fine too. But it's just
Right.
interesting to see it,
Yeah, like I
and
would rather see people grow and achieve goals and all and get like years of sobriety, and everything else and like live that life.
Hmm.
I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you.
I appreciate it. Well, I mean, you get to a point where you either you sink or you swim, and so it has been quite the journey. I'm very happy that I had the people that I needed behind me, pushing me forward, and the next chapter is going to be very interesting, and I believe very prosperous, very healthy than the last, and that's all that
And
I'm
it's
concerned about.
and it's definitely not easy. That's one of the hardest
Oh,
things to
hello.
get over. Welcome back.
Yeah, but if it was easy, a lot more people would do it, but it
Exactly.
isn't easy. It isn't easy, but it's necessary. Yeah, okay, so Q, you were saying.
um, I'm weak. Yo, chill. So no, long story short, right? Vicky had said some things and I took it back to the person who she was talking about, which was the one. And then Sid and Vicky just started kind of like acting funny. Sid got real disrespectful. We kind of like rehashed it, kind of like made up from that situation. But then when they realized that I had spoke to the one about the conversation, which I'm like, why does it matter? Like, I'm me and Vicky ain't friends. I'm not friends with Sid or whatever. I don't know. She just got real weird. And then after that, I found out what Vicky said about 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds and being okay with pimping out her little sister
But
and
was it
stuff like that.
Vicky?
I'm sorry.
But was it Vicky that said that, or was that Dr. No Jobs that said it?
Well, Vicky said herself she wouldn't care if her sister was 15 at the time. She was closer to 20 or something like that, and she was okay with pimping out her little sister for $700 to a grown man. Though that came out of Vicky's
Uh,
mouth.
and there's recordings for that?
Yes.
Definitely recordings of that.
No, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying there's like
No, no, no,
for me, I'm
no, no,
very
no.
like,
Yeah.
me and Vicky used to go at it very often, and we didn't even know why we were fighting, but it just seemed so off brand for me as far as my interactions with Vicky for her to say something so,
Well,
so
Vicky
nefarious.
deflects because she's pathetic. Yeah, Vicky's just a low vibrational being. She thinks she's so intelligent and she thinks she's woke or whatever, but deep down inside, she's sick, she's insecure, she's struggling, and I get it because we all have our vices and shit, but I don't know. Vicky's weird, just based on the type of people who she dates, the type of situation she gets herself into. I'm surprised that it's me partaking in dragging her through the mud since I've been here, and it
Mhm.
wasn't somebody else.
Well, I think that I certainly think she has been dragged through the mud. I think that there was a point, and this is just for educational purposes, because I don't want Vicky, because people will go back and be like, Clarence was talking about you, Vicky, and I promise y'all,
Well,
I'm fully,
Vicky's a punk. They
well,
listen.
yeah, and
They have blocked. Listen. I went in their profile, like their pages or whatever, like a couple of times. They blocked both of our pages. It's funny because they put my first name out there. They put my good sis first name out there. But then
right.
when we
Mhm.
proceeded to do to them what they did to us, but we did it better. Oh, now when we pop up and we trolling, now we getting blocked. Like, girl, you should have never
Yeah, I
said
think
my
that
first name.
that's kind of wild, but I think
Hmm.
she was part of, or still is part of, FBA,
Well,
and I believe there was some.
like I said the other day, I need her to be
Mhm.
foundational with her autistic child, and
Oh,
and then
Q,
and
we
no,
cannot
hold
be
on,
having
hold
this
on, hold on.
conversation.
This is not about her child. I would never disrespect the child. This is about facts. And we have to stop thinking just because people say the truth that it's an attack. It's not. Yes,
No,
her
I'm not
son.
saying it's attack. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Her son is autistic. This is something that I didn't say on the internet first. We heard it from someone else. So what I'm stating is facts that she didn't dispute once those facts were put out there. So clearly it's a fact. So if she's going to be foundational, she should practice being foundational at home first. Period. She's overstimulating her children, I'm pretty sure, because we all know she yells at her kids when she's drinking. She likes to play like she's sober. Oh, I've been sober this amount of time, like da da da. And then the next day, you literally hear her drunk. One thing about it is I don't have to pretend because I don't give a fuck about not near one of you motherfuckers that motherfucking much. If
Ooh,
I'm drinking,
ooh,
I'm a drink. I'm a grown ass man.
I feel
But she's
attacked.
so no, not in
I'm
general.
joking. I'm joking.
So,
I'm
but with her,
joking.
she's so fake. She be flogging like it's not really who she is. You know, you're seeing what she wants you to see on the surface on this app because it's TikTok. You can pretend to be whoever you want to be, but deep down inside,
Mhm.
that bitch is twisted, and she's sick, and she deflects,
But
and
what are
people
the
coddle her.
but Q? I mean, what do you think? Because you're I mean you're throwing a lot of stuff out there, but what
I
are
mean,
some
she threw it out there.
examples of the behavior? No,
I just told
I'm
you
just saying because yeah,
examples
I
of
guess you
which
have.
part of the
I
behavior.
no, I guess you know what you actually answered the question
Hmm.
because you did give me some examples where you know the screaming at the children, being drunk, being you know, so that it makes sense to me. But I guess there is no but. It's just very unfortunate because I think she was doing well at some point, and you know, I don't really follow her. I'm not really,
Well,
you
I
know what I
think she
mean.
was
Like,
doing a lot better because there were still times that I heard her, you know, after she said she was sober. It was several times that I heard her drunk from one person who gets fucked up to the next. I know one when I hear one, but when she got with Sid, it got worse.
did you say that you're a parent and you know a cry when you hear one?
Listen, listen. If she was my daughter, you know, Prince, what you doing right
You
now?
got that, yeah? Did you get that, Q? You got it.
Okay,
You said that you're a parent, and when you hear, you
definitely.
know, a cry when you hear it. Okay, gotcha, got you.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
but one thing about it is
I
I
thought she
can't
was
be her
doing much
mom.
better. Yeah, I thought she was doing much better. It was just very surprising to me because she really was going around the app calling me all kinds of, you know, LGBTQs and pluses and I was just very
Well, that's
baffled
because she's
when, you
homophobic.
know,
She's probably more anti-black than the people she like to call anti-black, and she's definitely homophobic and transphobic.
interesting.
And it all points back to like her not really embracing herself or loving herself or liking herself. That's why she's always so argumentative with people. That's why when she has a conversation, she has to feel like she's exerting power over that person by dominating the conversation. Like she tries to
Hmm.
use her quote unquote intelligence to make people look stupid when ultimately it's just showing us that you're a narcissist. Like one thing about me is that you're not going to play in my face. Like I be playing stupid and shit until you piss me off
Hmm.
enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like you piss me off enough, then I'm gonna
Hmm.
actually let your ass know, like, bro, like I see what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I gave her chance after chance because for one, I do have a daughter. For two, she's a female. For three, she's black. We got enough going
Hmm.
on out here than to be fighting with each other. But what you're not gonna do is play in my face. That's what we're not gonna do.
Hmm.
I was nice to her. The only thing that I ever asked her to do was watch how she talked to me because she can be very disrespectful. I said to her specifically, you will never be comfortable enough to speak to me how you talk to August. It's not going to happen. How you talk to August, he may
Hmm.
accept that. And it's no shade to August because I don't have an issue with him right now. But he allows her to speak to her, even pro bono. They both allow her to speak to them in a certain type of way that she would never be
Well, I
okay.
think that a
Like,
lot of
that ain't never
people
going to happen with me.
I believe that a lot of the how can I say this? I think that a lot of men, especially black men, have certainly allowed her to speak to them, treat them any kind of way. And what I notice is that if you do set a boundary, then she goes on a full out attack. Because I had the problem that I had with Vicky was we were doing fine. I ended up holding my own live she came up on the panel, and I don't know why she thinks like I'm from the ghetto, but I've never grew up like in the ghetto. So she was acting very ghetto-ish in my life, and I act one way in the TikTok streets and another way when I'm hosting a live. Everybody knows that. Like, so there's certain shit I just refuse to tolerate. And then she thought she was going to control my live. And so from there, she kind of got upset with me. But I set very clear boundaries with people. And I find it interesting when you set those boundaries with people, they get upset, or when you return the same energy. So from there, she didn't really like me that much. And not that I really give a fuck. I just found it interesting that, the men that do coddle her, because it is a form of coddling, that she's able to kind of, pull the strings. And that's not me coming for anybody.
No, it's a
The only
fact.
person I find it very interesting that when we look at, as you mentioned, the man who is, almost a senior citizen had my name in his esophagus, but there was times when I was over there and she was controlling his life. She
That's
was,
funny.
you couldn't tell whose live it was. Am I wrong, Chevy? Or
No, because she's mad at me because she tried to come into my live talking shit about DeJuan, and DeJuan wasn't even around. And I wasn't having it, so I dropped her and her sister, and now she's pissed off at me because I wouldn't let that go down. And I told her flat out, I said, you might control everybody else's life, but you're not controlling mine, and it pissed her off.
yeah. And in my Chevy, in my live, I don't know. I think I've seen you come over there once in a while. I think I've seen you come in and out.
Yeah, I pop in and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. My moderators, and I think Justin, he was in earlier. In my live, people moderate.
Right.
So they're not mods just for power plays. I have a mod that likes me, a mod that doesn't like me so much, a mod that, you get what I mean? They mod the
Right.
space. And what has happened is that there is a set of individuals on this app who they have no real power in life. You can tell. And they salivate over being mods, and they end up, ruining certain spaces by their behavior because they're taking things personally. A mod is supposed to moderate the space, and it has become something very, very different where people are using it to, settle their little vendettas. And I just don't have that. And that's fine too. That's fine. People are allowed to run their platforms
Right.
the way they want to, but my platform is ran like a well-oiled machine. There might be 15 of us over there, but it's ran smoothly and we get the job done.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I like your life.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Justin, the reason why, you know what, Justin, the reason, because, you got unmodded just like everybody else, because here's the thing, Justin, there was a time when there was a problem with the actual app and the mods. I just didn't remod you. But the next time I go live, you will certainly, and you're in there, you will certainly get your mod back. But yeah, but when my mods start thinking that they're bigger than the program, yeah, they get unmodded, and that's it. And that's how it goes over there in the suburbs. Yeah, you get unmodded.
Period.
Because nobody, Chevy and Q is bigger than the program.
Exactly.
And people forget that. Nobody understands that. Not even me. But Justin I apologize. You're a very good mod. You're a very, very good mod. Shantae was a mod in my space too. You're not a horrible
Did
mod.
we ever determine if she was white or black?
Shantae is a black woman.
Playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Y'all need to leave.
I'm
Shantae.
just playing.
I love me some Shantae now. But there's certain people who are consistent. And what I will say, Q, and you've probably seen it, is what I find interesting. There's people who are consistent, and there's people who can be bought for a chicken nugget and a Happy Meal. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you loud and clearly, brother. I hear you loud and clearly.
Exactly.
And I'm one of those people.
Well, hold on. In respect, though, and with all respect to you and that person, I do feel like that person definitely lets people know like what the platform is before they even come over there. Like I've gotten into it with people from the other side of TikTok that I was cool with because, you know, they didn't like Bold for what he does and da-da-da, this and that, but they were cool with it when he was bringing them, you know, little numbers in or whatever the situation was. So I wouldn't just hop on a bandwagon with them and dislike him just because, you know, their personal opinion on him. Like, I'm like, okay, well, shit, he came here. When I met Bo told me exactly what it was. He told me if I came up over here, you know, it was going to be some mess. He warned me about a lot of shit and I didn't even listen. And I found out, I fucked around and found out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
I
get what
got
you're
you. I'm
saying, but I
following.
also understand Bo and how he moves.
And that's
Well,
why
but
I
here's my thing.
Real quick, Prince. Hold on.
Sorry.
I need the big box, real quick.
Girl,
I'm just
better
gonna
not
joke
be
around
no
with Q real
picture of
quick.
me.
Yeah,
you're
Q. I'm
so
a complete white
demanding.
woman. Completely white. Okay. I was lying the whole time.
Oh, girl, cut it out. Yeah, you definitely.
All right, I gotta go back to work.
So I ain't even gonna hold you though, because
Alrighty.
at first it that like when I first went to your page, I was like, nah. But yeah, girl, I know. We know each other when we see each other. I'm trolling you.
But okay, to your point, here I've gone through different phases, Q, and I'll keep it up being with you. Is I used to be over in Bold's Live, drunk, crazy, you know, whatever. And there just came a point where I realized that I was somewhat being used because people were paying to drop me. You know what I mean? And I'm not on this app for money because, you know,
Oh,
I'm
I
definitely.
stopped going to Bold's live. I'm sorry to cut you off. I stopped going to his live because I realized that I was wasting my time. I knew what he was doing and I respected it, but I was wasting my
Mhm,
own time, and I'm not going to disrespect myself because I like him. Because I would literally go to his live,
mhm.
and at that time nobody liked me. And I would go to his
Yeah.
live, and
I mean, that
you
makes
know,
sense.
I get rash shit because I'm doing the same shit she was doing, so I'm turning the fuck up. But I was there specifically because people didn't like me, and he knew that they would pay to drop me.
Exactly. Because I mean, there was a time, and I don't want to go back too far, but me and QB, we definitely, whether he wants to admit it or not, me and QB definitely fed him for a couple of times. But you know what I mean, with people just dropping us and you know all types of shit. But that's neither here nor there. I do not at this point. Like, if you were to ask me, I am so indifferent that I just don't care. Like I said earlier, I'm arguing with my equals. I wish him nothing. He's still a black man when it all comes down to it. I wish him nothing but the best on this app. But there's other storylines, there's other things to be interested in, and there's bigger and better enemies to have, if that makes sense.
Well,
If you're going, you know what I mean?
being
If we're going down
right,
that road.
being new here, I just want to make a public service announcement. Bex and Ducky, that's getting played out. Can we do something new? Cause child,
You
like
know, I mean, I,
I'm
I
so
don't, you
tired of
know.
it. I don't understand. Like,
I don't know. You know, it was this morning when I woke up in my day today, it was Bex and T-Bone. You guys get your news, the news that you get, I get it before you guys do a lot of times if you're not actually there. So it was Bex basically and T-Bone going at it about just loyalty, this type of thing going on because, you know, Bex at some point had thought that T-Bone didn't defend her enough, and that, you know, she accused him of not wanting her in that whole uh turquoise room, and I don't know, it's a mess, I don't know,
I
but
mean, just as an outsider, kind of like looking in because I wasn't present for a lot of the nonsense with them. It really, because when I met Bex, she was lying about being in a relationship with him because they had already broke up. It's looking like, you know, if anybody disrespected anybody, she disrespected herself because she settled for whatever she settled for whatever reason. And that's nobody's fault but her own. Like,
well, I think one of the biggest mistakes in, and as much as people talk about me, early days, Q, I would bring my relationship on this app, and that's why people were suspect of what my sexuality was, because I was just throwing shit out there. And so I think the dumbest thing you can do is bring anything that is of meaning to you on this app, because people will use and abuse it. So I think people should not know who you're dating, how you're dating, or anything at all. That's just my personal opinion, because I've seen how that has ended. I have people that are convinced that I'm part of the LGBTQ community because I simply threw some shit out there. Do you get
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
because I live by that. So it was real strange to me when somebody who I was talking to and respecting, the privacy, the only person that I had conversations with about this person was the one, and that person just shit in my face. You know,
who are
I
we
le-
talking about? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I
no, I'm
think I
talking
know
about
who you're
Tony.
talking
I'm
about.
talking about Tony.
Okay.
And it's
But
no shade because
were
I
y'all a
don't, I don't,
thing? Was that a
it's no shade because I don't dislike Tony right now. I'm,
okay.
I'm, I'm
Okay.
not, I'm not in a bad place with anyone right now on this app because I've set my feelings aside and learned that this is just fucking TikTok. See, because I just got over here. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So like, my guard was down for a lot of shit, but I ain't stupid. Like, it just is what it is. People gonna be people, but I did exactly what you said, and it still backfired because he was the one who told me he didn't want anybody knowing that we were talking for real, for real. He told me that.
Mhm.
He said he didn't want nobody like, he didn't want it out there. And so when we spoke about it, it was like, okay, well, I get it because, this is real messy. It could like really damage whatever we're, doing. Like if we're talking to get
Mhm.
to know whatever the situation may be, right? And then he went and talked about me behind my back.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
That was
I
crazy to
just
me.
believe that you should. Yeah, some stuff you literally, certain people you. I think it's important to do the research on certain people, listen to the stories, listen to the lore, because think about how hard it is to change something about yourself, right? So people just don't change. It takes, I'm talking, it takes a lot to change a thing that is a habit or a behavior that is unsavory. And so, when people are telling you, you know what, I wouldn't fuck with this person, of course you have the right to figure it out, because certain people you just get along with because of personality or whatever. But most of the time, when people are telling you don't fuck with this person, don't interact with that person because it's not going to end well, I just believe them. I usually believe them. And people told me don't fuck with sirens when I first came into this community, and I was buddy buddy with sirens. I was buddy buddy with QB. Look how that shit turned out. Look at how it turned out. So I'm just saying, certain people, when
I get
people
it.
tell you how certain people are, believe them.
Well,
And that's nothing against Tony.
no,
It's,
I get it.
you
But
know,
the problem for me was because I came over here hot. Like,
yeah, I came in like a wrecking ball. And I love that for y'all. I love that, really. I love that.
I came over here hot. Like, I swear, it went straight from, me being introduced over here to battling with the final bosses. Like, it was just,
Yeah.
it was
But yeah.
insane. But,
But I think you earned your stripes. I think you earned your stripes. And you remember the one time I came up and I was like, me, I'll say it how I think it is. And I'm not right all the time, but I very rarely miss. And I said, I think that in this community, whether we are friends, foes, whatever, there is a initiation process that everybody goes through. Now, it just depends on how you come in the door and who you're going to get initiated by, but every motherfucker is initiated by in some fashion or form. And I think it's just unsaid. Nobody really talks about it. But yeah, new people come in, people are like, who the fuck is this person? They're going to argue, see where your roasting
right.
is,
And
see what,
with all that being said, it just made it hard for me in the beginning to like be like, okay, well, I'm actually listen to this person. Like, yeah, okay, well, I hear what
yeah.
this person is saying, like, but do I really want to? Because it was just so tumultuous, like everything was
Hmm.
crazy at the time. But I get it, and I recognize, I recognize now how certain people move, and I just move
Hmm.
accordingly.
Yeah, and it's so very important. And you have to. Well, I think a lot of times when people come in, that's why a lot of people don't last. Is a lot of people come in and they're not still, and they don't they don't know the lay of the land. Do you understand what
Yeah,
I mean?
I do.
So you have people assuming certain shit about certain people. You know what I mean? Like you have your different groups or whatever, and you have to learn how to navigate yourself and figure out, are you going to be part of a group? Are you going to create your own, thing?
Mhm.
Because these when I tell you, and Chevy can attest to this, a lot of people here have known each other for years. For fucking years. Some of us have been battling against each other or have hated each other or disliked each other also for years. So for example, I wasn't always cordial or civil with the fucking youngsters. Me and the
Mhm.
youngsters, we had a whole thing. Do you get what I mean? But there comes a time where
Was it bad? I wish I was there.
no, it was. But you know what, Q? What I will say is that with when I was going at it with the youngsters, there was a level, there was a standard of how to fight and how to go back and forth with one another.
Hmm.
We were dirty as fuck, but we had parameters.
Hmm.
We had parameters. It didn't seem like it, but now when I look at how the fighting goes down now, it's completely different.
Hmm.
And the interesting thing is, a lot of people, including me, kind of ushered in a crossing of the line, if that makes sense to you. Because there was a time, Q, that if you said anything about a black woman within this community, I'm talking about this 60 so people, if you said something about a black woman, it didn't matter what side you were on, people put you through the fucking gauntlet. Everybody was like, who the fuck are you talking to? Now we're at a time and a season where you have people calling black women or women all kinds of crazy fucking names. And I'm partially responsible, maybe 5% of, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of that line being crossed. When people talk about
Oh,
children shouldn't,
I'm
yeah, when
sorry.
children shouldn't be involved in it. When
Yeah.
people say children shouldn't be involved in it, I say what I did. I was one of the first people, Chevy, maybe you know this, anybody in the motherfucking chat, Aqua knows this. I put fucking Sirens and her daughter on a backdrop.
Oh, in the
So I
chat.
I did. Aqua, did I not? And I'm not proud of that. That's not like one of my shining moments. But when I look at where we are as a community now, I'm like, there's certain
Yeah.
people who, kind of contribute to the lines being crossed. Because there was a time when people were like, we never talked about kids. Really, we never talked about people's children. You
See,
would never.
when I was introduced over here, Envy's child was the topic of discussion.
Yeah, but
And
and that's what I'm saying. We had already graduated to that point. A lot of
mhm.
stuff that you hear, a lot of people won't give me credit. Like when you hear words like docket and all this, Chevy, am I wrong? Am I lying? Like a lot of the shit I used to say, and it became permanent language in the community. When I used to be like, who's on the docket? And now I hear people using all the phrases that I used to say, I hear people using them that I never even interacted with. So, and I'm not taking credit for, and there's a lot of shit. We all have our own, we played
Nah,
our own
pop your
part.
shit.
But it's just very interesting that now I can't be on some higher moral ground and be like, oh, well, it's too much when I contribute to a lot of the fucking, craziness. I'm just more chill in the last year and a half,
Right.
if that makes sense. Yeah.
Definitely makes
Because
sense.
I was anybody will tell you, I was out of, when I tell you, y'all go off, but we're talking Chevy. Am I wrong? Aqua, am I wrong? We're talking, I would go off for hours on people. We were like, it was out of fucking control. Really. When I listen to some of that shit, Chevy, I'm like, who the fuck is that? I was,
I purposely don't go to any like YouTubes or anything like that because yeah, no, I don't be wanting to hear myself act like that. But to keep it completely 100, like after I disrespected Bella and her child, And, after I did, some of the shit that I did, like, I really had to evaluate myself and, like, just take a step back and be like, damn, why am I moving like that? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm judging these people in my head for doing the things that they're doing, but then I'm doing the same shit that they're doing. So
And don't let Aqua fool you. Me and Aqua used to go at it, but Aqua, she was right there with me. Aqua, you ain't gonna be happy with what I'm saying, but Aqua was there too. Aqua was, there was a point where we could had no reins on Aqua. A lot of people that you see now, Q, like the Aquas, the Princes, the Queens, the Spiffies, like this shit was we were going at it. You see, most people we have chilled. We have really chilled and we kind of watching the show. Once in a
watch
while, as
everybody
you
else go
see,
at it now instead of y'all.
yeah, for real. Like there was, I mean, the youngsters went at it with Bode at one point. This shit was a completely different. It was let me just say this: the first, the second, the third season, it was out of control. Am I lying? Aqua. Am I lying? For the people that was here, this shit used to be chaos. Chaos. Y'all putting on a good show, but we was, it used to get crazy. And people were making, here's the difference. People made money. Q. People made money. People they did. People made money. Now people fighting over $5 cash apps. They having whole arguments. Well, I paid 20 to drop you. Come on. Y'all remember Chevy? You remember when Belinda used to drop 2-3 lions? You remember those days? Don't we all forgot about that? When me and Observant used to have fucking whale wars. Y'all don't remember that?
That was just like yesterday.
Really, people are out of control, but people were earning money, and that's what I don't understand. All this bickering, hooting, and hollering, and ain't no dollars being made. It's crazy.
Period.
So I get why D1 is like, I think she's a little bit out of control. She be like, to ask a question, you gotta. I get it.
No, it's if you want a
I'm joking.
box. If you want a box.
You want to be that.
because
You want a
because no,
box.
but listen, sometimes we'll sit here and we'll watch certain people's lives stay up. And it be so much crazy nonsense going on, like their lives should have been taken down. The minute we go live, oh, everybody's hating. Everybody
Yeah,
be
but
hating. It goes down so quick. And if it's not the boxes first, it's the whole
yeah.
motherfucking live. So yeah, you want to get in the box, you want to pop your shit. Hit that cash out for $10.
Which it makes sense. But you're gonna have that. And what I learned, and I had to tell my fake son this, is, and I've said this recently, is that the world is not fair. And those people who are successful at anything, they don't play the game fair. Do you think most people that have substance that they played the game fair? No. They stepped on every motherfucking head possible to get where they are. And they did it recklessly, ruthlessly, with a smile on their face. Why do you think United States is one of the most, if not the most
I
powerful
mean, if
country
you
in the
put a
world?
shark in the tank with a fish, the shark
Yeah,
gonna be the last one there. I mean, I get it.
exactly. Exactly. And so that's what happens. And there's always, 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 like I said, nobody's bigger than the program. It's always a fight for the crown. No matter how we put it, somebody wants to be the top dog. Somebody wants those numbers. That's why as soon as when you see Nick go down or you see Bell go down lately, you see certain people go down, you got motherfuckers who are immediately going live because they want those numbers. And here's the thing, numbers don't always equal money. You have to have a strategy. And it's sad when you see 110 people in your live and you haven't even met your live goal, which is bananas to me. That is insane. You have people who have mods that don't even contribute to their lives, but they want to be mods. If you're a mod in my life, you better believe we in the DMs. You're going to contribute
yeah, you're
to the
gonna
live.
drop a heart me, and
Yeah.
you gonna do the same thing everybody else doing.
Yeah. So that's what I don't understand. They're talking about all these rooms, these different color rooms and this and that and but where is the money making
Period,
happening?
Dwayne.
Where is the
Period.
money, Chevy? Where is the money? Where is the money being made?
Why is
Because you see,
my good twin not up here with me?
Because she ain't in the group yet.
That's why I start unmodding my
And
the
I'm
day
not
you
even
yeah,
modding
the
her like
look
for real.
the day you unmod me,
Where
we gonna
is
have a
the
long
money,
conversation on the
Lashandra?
phone.
Where is the money, Lashandra?
but and I don't
No,
mind
not
people
you. I'm
making
saying
money.
decent. Recently, I literally just started unmodding
No, I know you're
people.
not talking. I'm just playing
I just started unmodding people
because look,
because of the very thing Prince just mentioned. Because if you ain't
Well, yeah.
supporting the lot, listen, hold on, Prince. Do y'all remember how Florida Kid got mad because he got unmodded for not being supportive in my life?
mm,
And he tried to twist that and make it seem as though he got unmodded because he didn't gift me,
Who are we talking about?
Florida Kid.
Oh, okay.
He was unmodded for trolling one of my mods while she was promoting supporting the live. You know what I'm
what?
Mm.
saying? It be about principle. It don't be about modding. It don't be about gifting me. It be about supporting the live. What's the purpose of
Period.
you being a mod? You know what I mean?
If you can't even send your heart me. Now see
Listen to me.
Yeah.
the one no, if I don't send a heart me, I just ain't got it. Like
I listen. I'm fucking with the
because
fact Prince said that shit because that's some real ass shit.
Well, it's
that
true though.
is
You want to come into my life and wield power, but if anything in the world that we live in, money wins. Money wins. If I come into your life, and that's how it used to be in the old days of TikTok. If you was a mod, trust me, you were a heavy gifter to the live. You
Right. The
contributed to
fuck?
the live.
but hold
And
up. Have y'all
now
I'm sorry, Prince. I don't mean to cut you off, but
you're
I have a
good.
question.
No, you're good.
Have you ever seen Bella's entitlement and how she feels so entitled? That's how you know she a white girl. Cause every live she go to, she be like, give me mod. Can I have mod? I need mod real quick. Like, am I tripping? Y'all don't see that?
I be seeing a lot of them do that.
But
It's neither
Bella
here
for
nor there.
sure. And I like old long titty, long neck. But
You
I
know
she
don't
what?
know really.
just always be begging for mod. Like I can't stand that. It just gets on my nerves because you look thirsty. Like I'm not gonna ask you for mod. If I get mod, you gonna get that shit to me. I might
Right.
ask you. You feel me? Like if I ask for mod, it's because I'm on the backup and I don't got mod on that account. But initially, you gave me mod. Like
Yeah, but
And
my question is
mod
always when people are campaigning for mod, I'm always curious as like I ask people, why do you want to be a mod in this space? Like, do you want to be here because you don't like somebody, or do you want to actually help me
my main
build
reason was in the beginning because I like
platform?
blocking people and dropping people. But then
And
I
there it
learned,
is. Like when you have that
but
honesty.
listen, but then I learned that that's not how this goes over here. Like when that happens, you're kind of taken away from the show a little bit. So yeah, like even when I go live, the very few times that I do go live, I don't like for anybody to be dropped off my panel for real. But if the one come on my panel and she drop a bitch, I'm not asking her no questions.
Here's the thing. I had a mod, right? This is what I can't stand. When you have a mod who takes everything personal and they start fucking literally with your money. So there's a guy Saul that comes up on my panel. There's a guy Black Guru. There's a couple of them that will come up and they're kind of controversial in kind of the manosphere of TikTok. If you get what I'm saying, where,
Wait, hold up. What
um,
manosphere? What is
the
that?
manosphere, it's like we're like, okay, this is what I will say, and this is going to sound controversial. You have parts of TikTok where men are, if that makes sense. Like I'm talking like very
Did you make that
problematic
word up or
men.
was that actually a word?
No, it's a word, manosphere.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a word. Um, it's kind of a new word, but it's certainly a word.
Okay, no, period. I just like learning. So if I hear a word I don't know of, I'm not gonna act like I know it.
Absolutely.
What is that?
Absolutely. So basically, you have certain areas of TikTok where there are very controversial men and they have controversial opinions about gender, about relationships, blah, 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 blah. And I have a lot of those men frequent my live because of the topics that I have. Now, I had a mod at one point who unfriended that person, and that person was a mutual. Now, mind you, that person on average, and here's the thing, if you have a live and you are a host, you need to look at your analytics. So that person on average brought 60 fucking, listen to me carefully, 60 fucking euros every time that person was on my panel. That is without drop. That is without, campaigning for money. It was because the people that he brought in the room were heavy gifters of the live and him. So imagine you got a mod that's out of fucking control and they block that person or unfriend that person. You just lost money. A mod is not supposed to help you lose money. They're supposed to help you gain money. So that's the thing. I had to streamline my mods. Do you understand what I'm talking? Yeah, Miss Passion. Yeah, I'm talking about Saul. You know Saul. Saul brings in, depending on what the topic is, Saul brings in viewers. And I'm not a numbers chaser. And he brings in fucking money. And there's nothing, whether you like him or don't like him, there are certain people that will bring your numbers up and bring your motherfucking, your money count up on the app. And that's just reality. So when you have mods that don't like him because he's, misogynist, I don't give a fuck about that. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody gonna have an opinion. Why are you playing with my money? Hello, good morning, Mayor Cosmos. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Because a lot of y'all are here, and I believe this is because you grew up in environments where there was perpetual drama, and you're here for the drama, not here for the dollar. And y'all get mad at people that are actually here for the dollar.
Period.
Do you get what I mean? Like, the only person I put to task or was Bold, because he doesn't appreciate it. He started making it seem like it was mandatory for us to gift him and for us to, give him money or whatever. Because he could say what he wants about me. But when I was over there, not only did I gift him, I also brought in money for him. But you know what I'm saying? So that's neither here nor there. But for me, it's kind of crazy that this is an app you're supposed to monetize on. Do you understand how much money y'all could be bringing in? You can ask Justin. I tell my people, don't even gift me and still make money. Still make motherfucking money. Every time I go live, I make minimum 30, 40, 50 euros. And I'm only on for 2 hours. That don't seem like a lot, but hello. And you tell them you got 110 people in your live and you can't, your fucking live goal is not met? Not me. Could never be the suburbs. I'll be damned. But that's the thing. They want the numbers, Q. They don't want the quality. They want the quantity, but not the quality.
Period. Period. And that's why I fuck with Dwayne, because that's the way you're explaining it as to how you move. That's exactly how she does.
Really. You can Justin will tell you. Anybody that's been in my life, I don't be asking people for me because it's a different, my shit is different. But you better believe my mods, they contribute to the live. They're not there to settle their personal vendettas with other people. Like I'm in Bell's life. I've known Bell since I've been on this app. And you got crazy rabbit dog ass Trey over there muting folks. But every time I go over to Bell's live, I'm contributing to the live and he's muting because he don't like some shit that I say. So you know what? One thing my parents, if I don't remember anything that they taught me, and they taught me a lot of shit, never beg anybody to take your money. I'm never gonna beg anybody to
And
take
don't
my
stay somewhere
motherfucking
you're
money.
not welcome.
Exactamente.
Period.
Because for real. because I got tired of it too, Q. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I got tired of the mess. That's why I created my own. So they didn't want me at the table. They didn't want to invite me to the table, a seat at the table. I made my own motherfucking table.
Period.
And I have my own little lives. I have my own little thing going on. And a lot of them don't like it because you know what? A lot of them thought, you know.
Can y'all bring the one back up, please?
Why'd she get dropped for?
I don't think she got dropped. I think she had to do something.
You're right. The cul-de-sac would never.
Okay.
Really?
I was on the back end doing something else for longer than the little, the little brief, grace
Oh, I
period.
was like, hold on, wait a
That shit
minute.
said thank you, goodbye.
It said, okay, bye. Prince. Prince be frying me. Prince,
Yo, I've been sitting here, mind you, I'm baked, right? So I'm sitting here listening to Prince and I'm trying to keep it together because, I'm trying to keep face or whatever, but damn, Prince was cracking me the fuck up.
See, I'm about to mud Prince in one of my spaces just because.
No,
I have a question though.
But I'm is because Prince be in there, but Prince, I don't know. Sometimes Prince don't be online though. You know what I'm saying? And Prince not following me.
I'm 7 hours ahead of you. Or the
yes.
East
Okay.
Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. But y'all be forgetting, and that's what I be trying to tell people. Sometimes I'm waking up in the morning, I'm getting, my life together, getting these children together. Well, this one child together. And I just be scrolling. I be trying to find the best show so I can lay the phone down and periodically come over there and write my little comment. But you know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all don't be putting on the show. So I had to flip the station.
Period.
See, and that's one
You
thing
know what I
about my
mean?
lives. Like, I like to have chill, laid back lives, but if the drama comes, it comes. But I'm not going to, push it like a lot of the other lives that I've been to. Like, if you can't just sit back and shoot the shit, then there's a fucking problem.
Who is Do Not Disturb?
I don't know.
Anyways.
What did did somebody say who that was? Because I didn't hear you.
I don't know. No, I didn't. I was spraying on
okay.
Because, we don't use the powder stuff over here. We sprays it on.
Oh, you sprays it on? And it sprays on dry, huh?
Yeah. I'll show
Period.
you. Let me turn on my little camera so y'all can see.
Rio on the Eshikota.
Just like yesterday, the one live August was trying to start shit, but wouldn't pay to get into the box.
See, that's the deodorant right there.
Oh yeah, Dove Men.
See, I'm such a pervert that the way that can shaped as soon as you threw it in the camera, I was finna say crayons.
There ain't no damn way. There is no way. There is no way.
Crayons.
That can't. Y'all are out of control. Who is this person though? Who is this person? Do Not Disturb.
Chevy, you don't know who this person is?
Who let him up?
It wasn't me. I don't have mod.
So
because you're not following me.
Girl, that's Rio on the Eshikota.
Not you yelling at me, Chevy. I didn't even realize I wasn't.
Rio is out of control. All right, y'all. Chevy, I appreciate you letting me come up and ramble and rant. I really do.
Prince, you need to follow me back because you know what? I think it's amazing. No, you're not. I think it's amazing. Not on this account. You know what? You're right. It's on this account.
Yeah, because I don't have this account up all the time.
Oh, okay.
Prince used to not like me. I would go into his live and I would get blocked.
You know why, Chevy? Because here's the thing, and it's a couple of people. Because y'all thought y'all were bigger than the program.
I would get blocked without even saying anything. I'm like, what did I do? I'm just over here just seeing what was going on.
You know what? I did go through the period where I was blocking more motherfuckers than the Great Wall of China. because I had to protect my space. So I told my mods, anybody that has below 1,000 followers needs to get blocked. Oh, we run a tight ship over in my we.
Yeah.
So you should be blaming Justin for that because Justin followed a direct order.
Oh, I like you
Not
have a
throwing
lot of
Justin under the
good.
bus.
You have a
Yeah, I
lot of
had
good
everybody
topics.
blocked.
That's why I like
I
listening
had,
to you live.
but wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
I
I was too
said you
busy
have a lot
talking.
of good topics. That's why I like going over there and listening to what's going on and not like listening to the mess. Like,
Well, well, Chevy, I think it's important to. I love the mess, obviously, as anybody else loves the mess. But I also think that it is, or I believe that it is important and vital that at some point we actually talk about certain issues and certain topics. For example, being a black man, it aggravates me now or bothers me that we willingly allow another black man to be, and I'm talking about Trey, to be calling black women all types of bitches, hoes, and tricks when we know that our femicide rates in the black community are absolutely, absolutely alarming. And that's usually a prelogue with how you treat a woman. You know what I mean? On social media is usually an indicator of how you are doing that in real life. And I find it just unacceptable. So that's why I do have topics about femicide. I do have topics about obesity in the black community. I have all those different topics because that's the shit. That's the meat and potatoes of a lot of shit that goes on in our community. So yeah, and maybe I should mind my fucking business sometime, but I like the mess too. But my space, I promise my viewers, all 40 of them, when we're at our highest point, that I'm not going to contribute to the mess in that particular space. And so far, having the mods that I have, having the people I have kept to that. Am I wrong?
nope.
Justin, I know you in the comments. Chevy, you've been over there.
Right.
Really?
I like it over there.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna today I'm not going live because me and the son every Friday we have fake father, fake son night, and he wanna see this damn Michael Jackson movie. So I'm finally gonna break down and take him.
I can't help
We're
but
gonna
to
get some
laugh.
sushi before.
I can't
What'd you
help
say?
I can't help but to laugh every time you say the fake this or fake that.
Yeah. Because it's funny. It's funny that you still have people. What is so interesting to me is that, in my life, I accidentally showed my child, accidentally showed my wife picture of me and it's interesting. If you're not privy to certain information, you're just not privy to that. And I like it that there's certain people that still have narratives about me from 2022, 2023, because I'm still the same person to them because I don't engage with them. You get what I mean? So I'm still the same Prince for a lot of people from 2023. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. If you think I live in a single bedroom house or home or apartment, then you know what you can think that. You can think that. If that's what you think, you can think it. But the girls that know, as my fake wife always says, the girls that know, the girls that don't. And that's it. So that stage, Chevy, of me validating and proving myself to people, that passed a long time ago.
Right.
Like I don't have to justify or validate nothing. Like I was saying in Bell's live, if we do not carry the same last name and we don't have the same blood, I owe you no explanation of anything. That's just how it works. That's just how it
the best
goes.
advice I've ever heard.
Period.
Yeah.
I don't even give a
Really.
motherfucker I'm related to no fucking value. Listen,
But you get what I mean. If I'm
yeah,
sitting over here trying to validate to strangers, I do, in my opinion, that's a level of disrespect that I have for people that I actually have to validate and have to explain myself to. If you're a father, if you are a husband, you're a
that ain't that.
son, you're a brother, you have to explain yourself for certain things. If I take my
That's
dumb, crazy
factual.
chocolate chip ass out till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got an almost 2-year-old, of course I'm gonna have to explain to my fake wife why the fuck I'm out for that long. Do you get what I'm saying? But if I do some shit on this app, like block somebody, I don't need to explain that to nobody. I don't need to
Okay.
justify shit to you. You just blocked. If I say shit about Bo, I don't need to explain why I don't like Bo because I just don't. And now what? Bills is paid.
And
You
now
get what I'm
what?
saying?
Period. Because who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, exactly. That is my move. Who is gonna check me? Who is gonna
Who is
jump up
gonna
on a
check me?
plane and check me? Really? That's why certain people I just honestly Q and Chevy I just refuse to fight with because like I'm not. If you don't have a passport, why am I arguing with you? I'm sorry.
You know,
Step
some
your
of
game
us
up.
don't like to fly, so we don't have one. Thank you.
Well, you know what? There's things called boats too.
No. If I can't drive, I'm not going.
Yeah. See, this is why you don't have kids because, my son, my fake son, excuse me, he went shopping earlier. Yeah, earlier in the day. And he's 17 years old. That's the thing, too, was so interesting. People are like, how
What the
you got a
hell Rio
17 year
got
old? When
going
I
on
met,
with his ass in and out of here? He must be over at
I
that girl
don't know.
house.
He
I'm sorry, go ahead.
recording. But anyways, I'm like, people are like, how you got a 17? I'm like, y'all don't remember when he was 14, 15, 16, 17? Anyways, and he bought cheese, and instead of emptying the whole entire bag out, the cheese is out here, so now the cheese is spoiled. So he wasted money. And then later he gonna be like, I need cheese for my, tomorrow he gonna be like, I need cheese for my hamburgers. And I'm gonna show him this pack. I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's just I just discovered that the cheese was not in the
I
refrigerator.
mean, that's a deep story though. Like I was following.
You know how it is. You have a kid, correct?
I do. I do. I do. I
Do
do.
you and your daughter? I'm sorry when I must ask how old? Like is she a kid
My
or a
daughter's
teenager?
16. My daughter be
16.
17 in a
Okay,
few
so
months.
you know what I'm talking about. People
Mhm.
keeping lights. Well, I don't know. You have a girl. I have a little one, little girl. But my
People
son.
keeping what?
What is that?
You said people keeping what?
People keeping lights on. People
Oh, see, what we not gonna
playing.
do, what we not gonna do is don't leave
Yeah,
the lights on and don't touch the
yeah.
thermostat. Like, stay in
Oh
your
wow.
lane.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we have people that be so excited about going out because this is really his first year of being able to really have a curfew, and we leave water running in our bathroom, and I'm like, wow, we're really living a life of leisure over here. We're
Period.
very comfortable. Yeah, we're very comfortable. We can dash and keep the water running because we wanted to brush our teeth. And never mind. You get what I'm saying. It's
For
crazy having
sure.
a teenager. It is definitely very crazy. But I still, fortunately, I will be raising kids into my 50s, probably to my late 50s, God
Well,
willing.
honestly, that might be the case for me because I definitely want another little one. I cannot see it
Lord.
happening right now because yeah, I need to get situated a little differently. Like right now, the way my finances are set up, like I'm taking good care of my daughter, like we're good. But if another child were to come into play, like I want to be financially situated on a whole different type of level. Like the first kid always sees you in your struggle most of the time, especially when you have kids
Mm,
young, like I did. So like my second child that God blesses me with, however he does, because it definitely won't be like, a natural situation. Um,
mm, okay.
I just want to be situated for it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it makes complete sense. I will tell you, I mean, we live in two different countries, but children here are, I mean, I believe it's criminally expensive here. But it all depends on what you want for your child. Like my child, he goes to private school. He has his kickbox lessons, his piano lessons, his Japanese lessons. So because your job as a parent, which a lot of people forget, is to equip them with as many skills that are humanly possible according to their skill level. And because we don't run the ship over here where I tell my children, you can be anything you want to be. I do it how my parents brought me up. You can be anything that you're good at. And it's my job to exploit whatever it is that you're good at. And
Period.
so that can be unbearably, or no, shockingly expensive, if that makes sense to you.
Okay, so let
Then
me
you
explain
have,
something to you. So my
Mhm,
daughter started drawing at a really young age. She's an artist. She sells her work. Now she gets paid
mhm,
for her work. But in the beginning, I didn't realize how, expensive materials were until she started getting like real good. And then she started expressing wanting Copic markers rather than, like regular markers. Like she wanted
mhm,
the real good shit because her art was just that good and she wasn't working at her full potential with the supply she had. So then it went from
mhm,
spending, $5 on a pack of, markers to 60 to 100 and some change on some Copic
mhm.
markers.
Yeah,
But that's
absolutely.
what she's good
But
at.
And it gets
exactly, and that is your job to buy it. And that's just my opinion. You know, like my son, he's very good with the MMA arts. Like, he's good at learning languages. He's good at playing the piano. So we know that every month 1,000 fucking euros is going out of this house regardless for that particular skill set. And now that he is transitioning into going to university very soon or whatever, I'm very happy that we invested in him, if that makes sense. I don't want to get too much because people like to talk about people's kids, but it's important that is your job as a parent, is to make sure your kids are very equipped to go into this world. And they're not living in a delusion, because there's a lot of people, and we are encounter them every day, that they think they're smarter than they are. They think they're more intellectual than they are. Do you know what I mean? Like, ain't no
Definitely.
Einsteins living in this house. We are of average intelligence for the most part. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it works. It works for us here. We live very comfortably. So I don't know, but it's no easy feat. And I'm about to have two toddlers, which is, it's a little worrisome, but we gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. It's about to be two toddlers over here, Chevy. Two. One is turning 2 in October. People already know that, and one is coming in August. So it's gonna be very interesting over here. But I'm ready. I'm healthy, and that's all that matters. Hello, Chevy. That little rotating of the
Period.
sun is pissing me out. Yeah, but I will not Q. I will not Q Chevy D. I will not be having any more children after this one. This is enough. I've had it, it's done. The shop is closed.
Okay, so I mean, I get it. I have an aunt who is literally, I think she's what, 27 or 26. So my grandpa was busy because I'm 35.
Oh wow. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because it's not, you know what it is Q. If I was if I was a person who could afford, and when I say afford, I don't mean financially. If I could afford more children, I would have more children. But I'm a strong believer that you shouldn't stretch yourself too thin when it comes to having children, because they're expensive, mentally, physically,
Oh,
you know.
definitely.
What do you say?
I said definitely. Who is outside trimming hedges?
That sounds like somebody shaving their balls. That sounds like my
Cause
that
what?
sounds like my shaver. That don't sound like a shaver to y'all. Yeah, Shantae,
sounds
but
like a guitar or
I
something, like
use
lettering.
razors.
yeah, sometimes. Well, it depends on what area.
Yeah, I can't use clippers. I just use razors.
Yeah, I know that for me, clippers on the face is better. Razors on every other part is seems to get the job done.
I don't get bumps for whatever reason. Like even on
Yeah,
my
I used
face.
to, but I start. Yeah, I used to, but I start really taking better care of my skin because people was calling me ashy, so I had to start
Not
taking
they
paying
was
attention
calling you
to it
ashy.
because I was always ashy. I would never put on lotion.
Why not?
When you drink a lot, your skin dries out. Then add lighting onto that, so I was looking like Casper the Ghost.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so they used to call me ashy, and they used to put lotion bottles in the chat. Like it was interesting. But somehow that was my initiation, and that happened for at least 2 years.
Wait, was it white people doing this?
Oh no, it was everybody.
Oh
Ashley,
Lord.
I
It was
usually want
everybody. Yes, we
no
was not paying
one.
No.
attention.
Was that
Yes,
your razor
that was
boot?
you.
See, didn't I say?
Girl, we was having we had a whole conversation about it, but your box wasn't lighting up, so I didn't think it was you.
Over here
Wow.
for me, like for my
What did I say? Did I not say Q? That sound like somebody shaving their bowels.
Yes, she did.
I do.
am the one.
My
Crazy
God.
because her
You
box
know
didn't
what?
light up, and then her mic's muted. So
Well, her box was her. Oh, I was about to say her box was lighting up, but she was shaving her underarms. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was lighting up, but just not. We couldn't see it. Hmm. Yeah, but Q, I commend you. No, I commend you, Q, because it's not easy raising any child, but you're raising a daughter, which is, you know,
oh no, it's definitely
I
not.
appreciate it. Thank you.
really,
My kids
Period.
for
my
real.
kids are 23, 21, and 18. So like at one time I had
Chevy,
200.
you got kids that age.
I'm 41, Prince.
I don't know why I always think that you're younger than you are,
I get told all the time I don't look my age.
but you sound very young to me. I don't know.
My
I
voice,
always think I'm older than everybody, but yeah, I'm not clearly.
yeah, I'll be 42 in October.
Yeah, but we're not that far. We're not that far off. You know how old I am, yeah.
No.
Chevy, I'm 38.
Oh really?
Yeah, March 6th, Pisces.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I already said that to you. I mean, I didn't tell you that. I already said that you're a typical Pisces, a March one, it seems. Yeah, I'm a March 6th. Yeah, we are. It's a couple of us rolling around. Rio, Joy. It's a bunch of them.
With all
Look at
due
Aqua. Aqua, I
respect,
know.
I don't
Here
like
we go.
March pie. I,
We
I
was
don't
doing
like
so
March.
good.
I don't like March Pisces men because, well, the one that I was married to, because he was a cheater and he wasn't no good. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard the same. I've heard that about Pisces men, but since I don't, All right, y'all. I really need to get myself together because the family is coming home soon all together. And you know how it is. When the family comes home, shit got to be moving. That's when
Period.
the job. That's when the work begins. But Chevy, I
Period.
appreciate you having me up. Q. It's always good to have a
It's
nice
a
little
pleasure.
chit chat. D1, stop shaving your stuff online. No, but it was good talking to y'all.
You too,
But I'll be
brother.
listening in. You too.
Hey,
Jojo.
you got control for a second. Somebody's in my yard that ain't supposed to be.
Lord, I'm glad it's not snowing. She said again. Okay, cause you came back. Well, she said she live in Oklahoma, right? Child, she done went outside, child. Okay, yeah, no, cause that's not gonna happen. Yo, Dateline is starting to. Yo, have you ever just sat back and just watched Dateline all night? I love me some Dateline. Like I love crime documentaries. Like I can sit back and watch that shit forever. Okay, period. I be saying, I definitely be trying to figure it out. I just be knowing who did it. See, I always be guessing it right, but see, I don't know. So like on Dateline, like I be knowing who did it, like straight up, unless it's just like a straight up mystery. But like some Netflix documentaries, sometimes them shits be a little. Oh, oh, hold on, I'll be back.
Well, damn, I'll leave the room and y'all run away. Where'd everybody go? Yes, I'm in Illinois. Why? So what I miss about the whole Illinois thing?